Yo, what is going down, y'all? Welcome in the most underrated podcast. You already know, man. Thomas the Franchise, the homie Dow Palantonio chilling across from me. JJ Stringstein here at the end of the table, broadcasting Certified Tattoo Studios. Tons of show. I thought I'm so glad we unboxed all 5 pairs of Ultra Boost the other day because we do not have time. We have so much show today, so much to talk about. NFL schedules releasing. You have an audit going on at your store right now. So if Dow's not focused today, I don't even know if I was supposed to bring this stuff up. It's personal stuff going on, but Dow's got an audit going on in the store. As I just continue to talk about it, and I don't even get your okay. Right. It doesn't matter. You might get fired anyway because you might fail the audit. But he's got an audit going on in the store right now. If you ever worked retail, they'll do like yearly audits, randomly select stores. For some reason, you did some bad shit in sales in the sales community because you get audited. I feel like every year. Yep. I think with the whole 11, 12 years I was in retail, I think I got audited one time. You get audited, I feel like, every year, every other year.
It's every other year.
You got some stress going on right now.
This will be my third one, yeah. So 2014, 2016, and now, obviously, 2019. So my third one. So not quite every other year, but damn well close, man. So I've been promoted to a lot of different stores.
Hold on, we got to let it right here. This is why I play this. We're going to get clipped for copyright big time. As we did on the last vlog, by the way. Guns N' Roses clipped us, yeah.
Damn.
It's all good. I mean, I didn't pull down the video or anything, but... That's cool. No, I did this one because the Nuggets, or not the Nuggets, the Avalanche. They're over halfway there.
No, absolutely.
So that's why I had to play this.
But sorry, continue. Awesome win in overtime. Yeah, so, audits, they're different. You know, in the retail segment, most audits anyways, anywhere you go, a deep scrub of your business. And I run a good business. Very ethical, do the right things, but... the downfall to audits are if, they'll find things, and they can find things, and they will. And
well, they're looking to find things, too. It's not like they're just coming in and, making sure nothing's out of place. They're opening doors. They're digging through trash. They're digging through shredders. Can we find any customer info that's been left out? Can we find anything to get that's against policy? Yeah. You know what I mean? These are policies that the company has put in place to protect customers' information.
Absolutely.
To protect, all that
protect
stuff.
the brand, the image. Yep. It's all good stuff. But, I've got a great assistant manager who's running it right now, and I have all the faith in the world in that cat.
All right.
We're going to be in good shape, man.
As long as...
But I'll try to stay focused. That doesn't mean I'll be focused. Okay?
Well...
JJ's going to have to carry the show.
I was just going to say, as if you have to run out and run to your store and do real-life things, I guess me and Stringer will hold it down. He's rocking the Avs jersey, fresh off the huge victory.
Yeah,
last night against it. Wow.
Let's go!
Wow, Stringstein. Wow.
Yeah.
Might have to turn down... Jesus.
We're going into game 4, and we're going to take this, motherfucker.
I thought...
That's fine.
What are we doing
JJ,
Actually, game 5, my bad.
JJ, my aunt's listening. It's early in the show. We're not even deep yet, and we're going to take this MFer, really?
MFer?
And yelling in here, cracking people's ears, popping the mic.
I'm still thinking about the audit. I thought that's why you played this song, because Dallas might be living on a prayer.
I think... Yeah, you are halfway there. You might be living on a prayer.
Yeah,
this is very audit appropriate.
Yeah,
dude,
good job.
It doesn't... You could come in tomorrow and you don't have a job there anymore. You can come in here. You got a job right here.
Yeah.
Not much pay, but you got a job.
Yeah.
We can't pay you yet, but you have a job.
You have to actually... we got to put you on a 2-month trial, okay? And let's see how you do. And then we'll go from there.
Precisely. With SneakerCon coming up, man, we got some tons of sneakers and fashion stuff for you. We talk some NBA playoffs, NFL playoffs. Like I said, NFL schedules coming out. Sorry, NHL playoffs, not NFL playoffs. Going down the list too quickly there. Your YouTube comments, tons of stuff. But I want to open up today and talk a little bit about what this. You guys might know this if you don't live in Colorado. It did make national news, and it's coming up, man. The Columbine Anniversary, 420, all that stuff kind of surrounding here. And this just, for some reason, to me, it feels a little bit different this year with the 20-year anniversary. Yeah. Every year it's kind of somber and stuff like that, but it feels a little bit different. And now with that crazy-ass Sol Pais traveling here from Miami, buying a pump handle shotgun and killing herself in the woods. Yeah. Obviously, that probably wasn't her intention. She was, probably going to shoot up schools or whatever. We don't know for sure. Yeah. But law enforcement was able to put that together, figure it out. And a lot of people, I've seen everything from a lot of people are like, you guys are bitches. This is overreaction. Closing all the schools. Yeah. We're soft. Colorado got soft. You guys are bitch made. Everything from that to... I'm willing to keep my kids out of school. Even if they said everyone could go to school today, I was probably going to keep my kids home anyway kind of thing. So it runs a gamut from that end to the you guys are overreacting end. Yeah. I fall somewhere in the middle, just like I do with most shit.
Sure.
I'm not all the way on on one side or all the way on the other side. I'm usually, because the truth lies in the middle, dog. Yeah. It's usually this side, that side, and then the truth is somewhere in the middle. I feel like it's the exact same thing with politics, with anything else, man. I feel like you're somewhere in the middle is where probably the logic and the truth are lying.
Life is balance.
Right.
No doubt about it.
Exactly.
No doubt about it.
So that's how I try to live my life. And with this, I think the people that are saying you're soft and that's
maybe they don't have kids. Maybe they don't understand. Maybe they haven't been there. Maybe they haven't been a part of something like this, like us Coloradans have, right? And maybe it's just hard for them to understand. And I get that. I mean, if you're not a part of a situation and you haven't lived through certain things or been dealt a certain hand with life, I think it's sometimes arguably hard to understand,
right?
What people can be going through and the thoughts that, people have. What I would say is the decision for Denver and the surrounding areas to shut down schools, that put over 500,000 kids out of school.
Right. Oh, I noticed it on the roads yesterday. Those was driving all over the place.
For sure. So that's a huge
traffic
number.
Everywhere.
But what I can say is I've helped raise a kid that wasn't mine for almost 10 years, and just me having that relationship and having done that in my life, I would say I probably would have held my kids out of school. Why? Because I can control that. There's not a lot of things in life that you can control. But if there's something going on, and if the cops and the FBI actually did a presser, I don't know if you saw that, at 9:30 p.m. the night before, they decide, and it sounds like they made the decision about midnight. It sounds like most teachers and people in the education system were notified around midnight before that, or that arguably that next day, and made this big decision. So obviously, I think there was a lot of things that we as people didn't know. And I think we have to trust our administration. I think we have to trust our school systems. I think we have to trust our FBI in this case, that maybe they knew something we didn't know. And that's okay. And it's okay that we didn't know that. But for them to make a big decision like this, it's one day out of school.
Right.
To ensure that they're doing what they can to protect our people.
Well, I think you get a lot of those people that are anti-government and super conspiracy theory. Yeah. And those are the people that are like, oh, you guys are overreacting. You guys are soft, all this stuff. And, I'm with you. I'm kind of in the same vein there. I think the reason law enforcement reacted the way they did, they had three key things. One was the threat. They found the threat. I don't know how they found it. I don't know. They found journals and diaries and documented. Like
she had a personal blog, so she had online. A blogger blogging that she did.
And so someone may have just turned that over to authorities and saw, hey, this is kind of weird, right?
Totally.
So they have that. So once they get that, they're probably monitoring. Yeah. They're probably keeping an eye on what's going on with this woman. Mm-hmm. Is her mental health up to par? And that was the biggest concern, I think, the whole time, was more of a mental health issue. Yeah. And because they didn't have anything to really charge her with. Right. All they had was that she was infatuated with Columbine. She was infatuated with the situation. She had blogged about it. She had blogged about violence and violent acts and things like that. Yeah. So they have that first. Now they're keeping an eye on her. Well, once she decides to travel from Miami to Colorado around the time of the Columbine Anniversary, now red flags go up. Your spidey sense starts tingling. You're kind of like, all right, let's keep a closer eye on this. Not only does she do that, first when she touches down to Colorado, she takes a ride-sharing service to a local gun shop and purchases a pump-handle shotgun. You can't tell me this doesn't put up every single red flag. Like, what are we supposed to do here? Mm-hmm. I think this DPS and law enforcement reacted accordingly.
Absolutely.
This is exactly how they should have reacted. We're over here busting people for petty weed crimes and a freaking ounce of cocaine. This is the shit that matters. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, we talk about cops having nothing to do all the time, or bugging people, or just, they're just out here messing with people. Like, this is the shit that needs to be done. This is real investigation, and this is real shit that's keeping our streets safe. Sure. You know what I mean? It's keeping the kids safe.
That's what I'm saying.
And did you notice yesterday not one college was canceled? Every college. Classes,
really?
Right? It's just a high school thing. How weird is that?
High school and elementary, secondary.
Yeah. I'm sorry. High school and below. High school and below. Isn't that so strange?
Yeah.
No college campuses were closed down. Nothing was locked down.
I didn't even think about that.
Very strange, right? I didn't think about it until I was in the shower this morning.
Because you know what?
I didn't see anything about it, and I looked it up. Sure enough, all college
at a high school.
Colleges had class.
Because you know what I thought of was like, okay, cool, if schools are shut down, and I just thought all schools. I didn't think anything else. You know what I thought next? I was like, what about malls? Because you obviously go to a place where, okay, what are the busiest places after a school, right?
Yep.
Well, you think of malls, you think of
shopping
sporting
centers,
events, shopping centers, whatever it is, and
highways. If somebody, that's always my fear, man. Somebody's up on the top of a building just picking fools up off on the highway, similar to the Vegas shit.
Yeah,
because it's so far away, and it's like, how do you get to that guy?
Yeah.
How do you the Vegas shit was unreal. That was video game type. That was fucking scary, dude.
I thought a while ago up in, I think, Fort Collins, wasn't there a guy who was just kind of camping?
Yes, dude.
in
Yes,
the mountains
I do remember
and
that.
Just picking bikers
He was.
off?
He was just. There was someone up in Windsor, Fort Collins, Greeley area that was just shooting fools. There was just bullets on the highway, and you couldn't. They didn't know where they were coming from. That went on for a few months before they kind of finally tracked.
Did they ever find him?
I don't know if they found him or found someone related to him. I know they. I don't remember exactly what happened. It was a few years ago.
I just know it started and then kind of stopped, but the investigation kept going and going.
Yeah,
and never really anyone got arrested.
I don't remember any hard finality to it. You know what I mean? I'm with you on that.
It just kind of died down. Thankfully.
Yeah, so it's crazy, man, and I just having this be so close to Columbine and so close to the whole 420 thing. 420 is really, really weird this year.
Yeah.
Because you got it 420 on Saturday,
yeah.
which I'm actually thankful. The Columbine Anniversary is not on a Friday or Thursday or Monday through Friday school day.
Weekday. Yeah.
Right. Just because maybe that'll help some of the nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching a couple stories on Columbine and news, and they were just like, yeah, we get death threats year round all the time.
Yeah.
But the ones that come around the anniversary are a little bit more serious. They're a little bit more scary.
Yeah.
And
I would hate to go to that school. Oh my God.
What's that?
I would hate to go to that school.
Well, I was thinking about it too. Another thing I was thinking about this morning, what would you guys think of them changing the name? Just being done with it altogether, being done with the Columbine tragedy, and changing the name of the high school. Is that too extreme?
I think it's too extreme, and I think also there is...
because it's like you're trying to forget the kids who lost their lives.
That's the hard part, right?
That's my thing.
Feels disrespectful a little bit.
It does.
A lot of families.
Even 20 years later, though, even though we've honored them, the time has gone on.
Yeah.
We're now at the 20-year anniversary. We're unfortunately we continue to have these acts, these threats.
To be like, you don't know what it's like to lose your kid.
Yeah.
Right.
I still think this is something that never goes away. This is something that these kids that lived through and their parents that lived through their kids actually passing through this. Dude, it sticks with you for the rest of your life. And I get it doesn't matter if it's 20 years, 50 years. This is something that sticks with you for the rest of your life, and I think that it would be doing a disservice. And I'm not saying that we should change it. I was just that was a thought that crossed my mind this morning, so I thought I would get your guys' thoughts on it. I'm not proposing that by any means. Right. I'm just throwing it out there. What do you think?
Yeah, exactly. Devil's advocate. But I also kind of agree. I think it would be hard from a respect standpoint of the students that did pass away or were involved in the shooting or family, friends, any of that. Number two, I think it would be a situation of that's almost like running away and being fearful instead of surviving and overcoming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's kind of like the Twin Towers, right? When those were destroyed in 2001, do we rebuild and remember all those conversations?
Totally.
And hell yeah, we do. And hell yeah, we put a sick ass memorial with there, which I actually got to visit last year, which was super sick. So, there is some ego involved in there, and there is like, hey, I'm not going to let this ruin what we had. We're going to make it better, and we're going to build it better. And I think that's kind of the roots of America.
No doubt.
So
that's that was
because once you strike fear into someone, that's how you take control.
Yeah, I agree
and
with that.
If you don't give them that control, they can't grow.
JJ, the young man, throwing down some life lessons, today.
That was valid.
Open up those ears.
As far as how it ended, police, so they shut down all the schools yesterday.
Correct.
Again, this is, for people that maybe didn't hear the story nationally. Shut down all the schools yesterday. They found this woman, 18 years old, naked in the woods, and she had shot herself.
Yeah, at the base of Mount Evans. Yeah, with an apparent suicide.
So it looks like it was a single self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Mm-hmm.
With that shotgun, obviously we don't feel like that was the intent. We feel like it was way more than that.
Yeah.
But I mean, even if that was the intent, I don't care. Like, I don't feel. Let's say she was never a credible threat, and that was her plan.
Yeah.
She just wanted to come here and commit suicide. Whatever. Mm-hmm. I still feel like everything was valid. The concerns were valid. What they found, and those 3 things that they were able to piece together, finding the journal or the documentation, her traveling here to Colorado around the anniversary, her buying the shotgun right when she touched down. That's enough for me.
Yeah.
That's enough red flag for me. What else do you need to consider someone a threat?
Yeah.
I don't understand people that are like, this is BS.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I don't need to lose my little brother.
Right.
Yeah.
For a day. Like,
Yeah. And we had a
One day
manhunt. We
off of school.
couldn't find this individual. What do you expect as a number 4? Like, this is a big deal.
Totally.
Okay? Shut it down.
It just didn't, it just doesn't make sense to me. People that don't have sympathy for it, or the conspiracy people. I just don't get it.
Yeah. I think what was hard for Robin and I is coming off dealing with a suicide
Oh,
in
shit.
the last
I didn't
few
even
months.
think about that,
We have
bro.
a different way of spinning it, and right, wrong, or indifferent, but, we didn't feel for this individual necessarily, right? It's more a feeling for her family, because it sounds like her family cooperated very, very well with investigators, did a great job, and they were just concerned for their daughter,
Right.
just like any parent would be. And I feel for them. I do. I feel for them because I think they tried to stop her from leaving, from what I read, leaving Florida, heading over here. I think mental health is a real thing. And I think Robin and I had some great dialogue around just mental health. Maybe this person, was a monster. Maybe this person was an absolute idiot. All that being said, mental health is real. And I think we all struggle with mental health. And I think, for us to be able to offer friends and family, somebody to listen, somebody there to listen to you, somebody to help you, I'm not going to say you're going to save everybody. You're not going to make everybody, not everybody's fixable either, but getting the right help for the right people, and these people better than anybody else. Robin and I had some good dialogue with just mental health, and, just another way to spin this. She's 18, dog.
Right.
Exactly. She hasn't even lived her life. She doesn't even know what life is yet.
That was going to be my next point. It's very, very interesting and also kind of scary to think that someone that was not even alive when this happened, bro, became so obsessed with this somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was by media coverage, documentary, like where do you even go? Like maybe it's because I lived here. I've never one time gone back and Googled the Columbine tragedy, or looked up the news stories, or tried to watch video of the kids running out with their hands behind their head, and police officers with guns drawn. I've never one time wanted to see it.
I don't want to see
cared about it.
Dude, I was literally
not saying cared about it. Sorry, that's the wrong term.
Dude.
But cared to go rehash those memories. I
Live it
haven't.
again. Yeah.
You're right.
I was literally in high school when the Arapahoe shooting happened. I was in class,
And that's
we
so
locked
far
down our entire building because of that.
And
Like,
that's
we
so
couldn't
far
leave.
down, dog. That honestly, not to put that down.
Yeah.
That's literally a blip on the radar for me, because of the fact that Columbine was the first big one, and then they just started to come more and more. Dude, we've had 8 serious school shootings in Colorado since Columbine. That is insane.
Yeah.
Big time school shootings, dude. Lockdowns, multiple deaths, teachers dying.
Yeah.
Like
Columbine was literally kind of where everything started. It was the measuring stick, unfortunately, of these, and maybe that was
my
because
cousin was
media,
a senior there that year as well.
Maybe because media wasn't as big at that time, and you didn't see the things that you see instantly like you can now. But that was kind of the big one. I remember. Yeah, let's get into it. I remember kind of where I was.
Yeah.
So I was still living in Kansas, so I wasn't a local here yet by any stretch. So I was working for Gibson's Discount Center, which I've talked about before in the cast.
Love Gibson's.
I worked in the electronics department, so I literally went from school directly to work. So when I was at school, we hadn't heard about this yet. So it was after school, as we were heading home and doing our after school activities, is when this all came to fruition. So I'm literally standing in my electronics department of Gibson's Discount Center, where you have TVs, just like you would at a Walmart in the electronics department. You got all these TVs, and every one of these TVs had the aftermath of this Columbine incident, all the cops and all this. So I'm watching this at work after I just got back from school. I haven't talked to my mom. I haven't talked to my dad yet. I'm just at work, and at that time we didn't have cell phones or anything like that. So I was able to go to my work and my landline and communicate with my family and parents and let them know that everything was okay. My mom was a teacher. I went to her school, which is so crazy to think about. But that's kind of where I was, man. What did yours look like that day?
I was in I think it was either 6th or 7th grade.
Yeah.
I think it was definitely middle school. And I remember coming home from school, and my parents were like telling me what happened, all this stuff, and it was all over the news. And my cousin went to school there, so really, really crazy.
Yeah, super close to home.
He actually got super lucky, dude. Him and I don't remember exactly what the reasoning was, but my aunt went to pick him up from school oops, my bad. Jesus. My fault.
Sorry
Bumped
about
that on accident. My aunt went to pick him up from school, and she literally 5 minutes before it popped off, dude. Like,
really?
They were in the parking lot loading up, getting ready. She went up there, picked him up. My cousin came out. He jumped in the car, and they went to lunch. And they had to talk about something, or I don't remember exactly why. But whatever that was, dude, how incredible.
Yeah.
And I think, dude, in all honesty, I feel like it was something like they had some kind of tiff the night before, some kind of little beef, like something was an issue. Really? He was a senior in high school, high school kid, you know what I mean? Like, and so she wanted to talk about it or wanted to something. And it was something that wasn't good that turned into being something that was so freaking good. Like, thank God she picked him up at lunchtime, 11 whatever, and he rolled out as those fools are rolling in, dude. Like,
this crazy situation of mom and son not getting along or whatever it is that leads to this.
And I was young. I don't remember exactly. Man, I should have asked, but I don't remember exactly what it was. But yeah, dude,
that's incredible.
It's just it's such a crazy thing to think about, especially when you're so close, you have family involved and stuff like that. But that's something I'll never forget. The Arapahoe shooting, I don't know. I don't remember exactly where I was. I don't even remember how many people passed in that one. I don't remember exactly what happened. I remember it happening. But for you, JJ, that's big. Yeah. You were in high school. That you felt it. You were in lockdown mode.
You were living it.
Yeah, right. I did never have a lockdown due to a school shooting.
I never was locked down either.
Multiple ones. There was like one point in class, I think this was during my senior year, kids were freaking out because this kid was literally posting on Snapchat, going to the gun range, being like, I'm ready to shoot up the school or something on the lines of that. And we were like freaking the F out. Yeah. It was insane.
Well, I was talking to a younger kid yesterday actually, that was outside here actually, and he was just rolling through and he was just chilling, and I think he was with someone checking in for a tattoo, like they were just coming to get like a consultation or something like that. So he's just chilling, and I'm talking to him out front and talking about, so you didn't have school today? No, that's why he was here with it, totally. Brought along like probably 13, 14. Sure. I was like, does this scare you? Like, how do you feel about this? Is this like, and he's like, not really. Like, I'm kind of just used to it. I'm not really afraid. I'm not really scared. I'm just kind of, this is just part of life. And to me as an adult, I'm like, what do you mean? I'd be freaking out as a kid. Yeah. These young kids, that's how they grew up. They're just kind of accustomed to it and used to it. And I don't even feel that old, dog. I mean, we're early 30s here. And I feel like now, like it's a whole different lifetime. Like these kids are just, it's just accustomed to it. This is just how it is. Me, if I'm thinking about me sitting in school, someone closes the textbook too loud. I'm like, hey, what are you doing? Yeah. Stop slamming shit around.
On guard.
Any noise,
dude,
bro.
Guard. During high school, we had
any noise, that'd be
3 threats to shoot up the school.
Jeez.
Wow.
At my school,
how many were in your graduating class, by the way? It was a bigger school, right? That's a big school.
Yeah, it was the school altogether. I think I had like 1,600 kids or 1,400 around there, but I had like around, I think, 250 kids.
Oh shit, that's not
class.
that crazy. I guess it's around the same.
It's like the smallest one out of the 3 in Parker.
Oh, okay.
But,
okay.
I was gonna say, I think mine was 86.
86 graduating?
Yeah.
Oh, mine was like 3 something.
Yeah.
Well, it was like originally one of the biggest, and then they just started building Shap, and then Legend's like the biggest one. Totally. They had like 2,000 kids or something like that.
But I think you're right. Where you were going with that, I like that, because I didn't really spin it that way. It's kind of like what I do with work, right? In the telecommunication, it changes very fast, right? Just like these kids, like it doesn't feel like that long ago that we were out of school, but these kids now kind of have been born into it and know how to deal with it and have experienced it, right? It's like these old people that I sell cell phones to. They're like still struggling to get outside of the flip phone and join the smart world regimen. And it's just because they weren't kind of born into it. It is a big venture for them to like figure this out and learn it and to accept it, right? And just to understand it. And it's the same kind of thing, man. A great perspective. Because, we just, we were born analog, and now we have digital adulthood. These kids, these younger kids now, were just kind of born and put into this situation and evolved to understand it and be like, well, I just got to keep going. For you and I, textbook slams, we're like, what the fuck? Yeah. I'm out of here, If we went back to school, it'd be a total different thing for us.
I don't know if it's the first or what it is. Yeah, dude, it's so burned into my memory I remember watching the memorial service.
Oh, yes.
The day, I think I stayed home from school. I think I was home, dude.
A lot of people did. I did.
I think I was home from school, and you watched those kids, and they performed that acoustic song, that Columbine, friend of mine, peace will come to you in time. That's how burned in this shit is into my mind, dude.
Totally.
Like, I remember the first lyrics of the song that these kids wrote for their senior class.
Yeah.
You know, man, I don't know. It's just giving me goosebumps even thinking about it. I don't mean to bring the show down. Totally. I definitely wanted to shed some light on that, man, because it is important. It's the 20-year anniversary, and then we just have this fucking wacko coming out here and doing this shit. Yeah. And it's super unfortunate, man, and it scares me for the rest of the week. It scares me for what's to come this weekend. But let's kind of transition into the weekend if we can.
Yeah.
420. 420. It's such a weird time to have 420 because you got 420 on Saturday, then you got Easter Sunday.
Yeah.
The next day. So it's just like it's such a weird weird dynamic. And not to say you can't do both. Like you can't smoke weed and then go praise the Lord on a Sunday. Like I don't know.
Yeah, totally.
It just feels weird, and I'm not a super religious guy.
And
so
it's crazy because the cathedral burned down during Holy Week.
Right. And that's crazy. Like
it's just a lot of weird things transpiring.
It is a lot.
Odd timing, maybe, is what it is. But yeah, you're right. You know, I'm not a big weed smoker, so I'm
in
not.
In honor of 420, hold up. Before we get into this, in honor of 420, I got to play this Cat Williams skit, and let's get going on a lighter note here. Make some people laugh. This shit's classic. I've had this soundbite in here. Let me play this real quick.
Had to be careful because weed is getting stronger every 2 weeks. And these niggas ain't sending out memos or bulletins or nothing. The shit just strong for no reason. And these niggas that sell the weed be happy than a motherfucker to tell you how much stronger this shit is than the last shit. Just as soon as they see you, just nigga. You remember that shit I gave you last week, nigga? It's nothing, nigga. It's nothing. It's nothing, nigga. Nigga, it's nothing. This shit right here, nigga. This shit right here, nigga. Right here. This shit, nigga. This shit here, nigga. Always have some fucked up name. This cryptochronic like, nigga. Always have some fucked up ass name. Like, nigga, this shit here, nigga. This shit here, niggas. This shit's called death, nigga. You be like, nigga, that don't even sound attractive. What? You mean I'm gonna hit it and die, nigga? Is that what? No, nigga, not death, nigga, death. You hit this shit twice, nigga, you can't hear shit. Like, nigga, I got shit to do today. What the fuck?
Oh, I love Cat Williams, bro. Oh my gosh.
Much.
Just one of my all-time favorite Cat Williams skits, him talking about weed. If you want to check that out, Google, just like YouTube Cat Williams weed. So funny, dude. He goes on and on about it's from the Pimp Chronicles Part 1. I just love that shit. So let me in honor of 420, let me put on some Bob Marley music or something real quick.
Some Snoop Dogg.
Some Snoop, how about this? So this is
smoke weed every day.
Yeah, I should have had Nate Dogg queued up, but I already had this queued up. Oh yeah, this is like
this will work.
It's like some weed smoking music. Okay, so I know you're not a big 420 guy.
Yeah,
but
I'm not.
But are you you're not a big weed guy at all, but since you're now doing the CBD, tell me, and we have Carl's Jr. announcing a CBD burger. Tell me about that.
CBD.
So this is right in time, obviously, marketing plan, perfectly timed for 420.
Yep.
Even though CBD is not THC and it doesn't have the psychoactive ingredient in it that does when you smoke weed.
You got it.
But it's still the same industry.
Yeah.
It's all the same kind of thing.
It's still him.
So
this is targeted.
Do that?
What's that? Who? Carl's Jr.?
No, like obviously they could do the CBD burger, but would they be able to infuse it with actual THC?
Currently,
like legally?
I don't think so. I think there'd be a license.
Something
you'd
crazy.
have to have some sort of license. I don't know about that.
Because that would get out of hand real quick.
Yeah, I think the answer to that is no. But to get back onto CBD, yes, I found something that works. It's more holistic than your pain management through pills, that kind of stuff. I feel better about taking it. But more importantly, it gives me that relaxation that weed once did. But as I grew and evolved, my chemistry has changed, right? And I can't find strains that work for me, so I just stay away from it. But that being said, now I can use CBD for pain management. It helps with anxiety. It helps with some of these crazy thoughts. I don't have to go rotisserie myself and get pale and just walk all over and not know what the hell is going on. I love CBD, man. It makes me feel good, and I feel good about what I'm putting into my body versus what I could as the alternate, obviously, pills, even if it's ibuprofen. That being said, the Carl's Jr.
So I don't know anything about this.
Yeah.
Clear. I'm going into with a clear mind. Sorry.
But
Okay.
I will say
Go ahead.
they're like the front runner of changing their burgers up, or just like
Oh
trying
yeah,
to
I
do
love
the
it.
next
The Beyond
best
Meat,
thing.
this stuff, I love it.
Right.
I love how
Congrats
experimental
to
they are.
them.
Yeah,
trying
so-
to be ahead of the game.
And I think it's great marketing, especially only having one restaurant off of Colorado Boulevard here for you locals. It's only one restaurant participating in this, as far as I'm aware of.
Is that what I saw
So-
Teddy
there's
bitching
gonna
about
be a
yesterday?
line.
Yeah, so
Whoa,
there's gonna
JJ,
be
easy.
so there's gonna be a crazy line. But here's what it is.
Blowing fools' ears out.
So it's a CBD burger, and what is infused is actually the sauce. So they will have a special burger that includes a CBD infused sauce. The company announced Wednesday. So this is a cheeseburger. Obviously, it's a dual patty joint. It's got the pepper jack cheese. It's got the jalapenos. It looks like a stoner's dream.
If you don't put the sauce on it, you're not getting the CBD effect.
Yeah, because because it's in the sauce supposedly, but the burger
And the sauce is not mixed into the burger. It's a sauce that they put
they
on.
glaze over it. Yeah.
Okay,
so
so-
if you say no sauce, you don't have to have any CBD.
Okay, so they put it on. Okay, I didn't know if it was just like a separate packet you
Nope.
had to pour on yourself
Nope.
or something,
Nope.
or
It's-
like dip.
They put the sauce on, so I guess
And I normally I got the
So,
sauce.
I
So I
guess-
bring my sauce because I got so much sauce. I always tell them no sauce. I
Yeah.
use my own
I
sauce.
got too much sauce.
That's my first question for a girl. I started dating her, but you know how to make sauce?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I asked my girl when I met her, you know how to make sauce? No, I'm just kidding. It's from A Bronx Tale. But anyway,
Yeah.
Go ahead, JJ. What were you saying?
Is this just for one day?
It is
And
one day.
What is the benefit of this exactly?
I think it's
Other
marketing.
than just like
Dog, it's marketing.
just
so
chilling the hell
So
out.
check this out. So CBD. So obviously Denver's big with the weed stuff, right? CBD, I think, is on the. If you ain't on CBD yet, what
forefront?
the fuck are you doing? Is what I'm saying. You're
Right.
sleeping because
Right.
it's a great alternative for a lot of different things. But that
Especially
being
like
said,
you
Better
said when you
than
were flying.
Advil.
Oh.
You took some drops and
Oh my
tinctures.
God.
You said you could fly around the world. You were like, I'm
Dude.
so relaxed. That was great. It was great.
Call me Carmen San Diego after I got my CBD on planes, dog.
Right.
I'm ready to go.
Exactly.
But I think this is great marketing. I will shit on it a little bit. Now,
San Diego.
Yeah, so check this out. So it's $4.20, right? So the
Yes.
burger cost is $4.20. Again, great
Oh,
marketing. The burger has
sick.
2 beef patties paired with Carl's Jr. signature Santa Fe sauce infused with hemp-based CBD oil, pickled jalapenos, pepper jack cheese, and crisp cut fries.
That sounds pretty good.
So not only does it have good stuff in it, CBD,
Yes.
it's a stoner's dream.
Oh yeah.
That burger sounds pretty good. I don't even smoke weed, but if
I'm
I
excited.
did, I need 3 of those. Okay,
I gotta hit the weed pen.
totally. Cheers, right?
First time I've ever smoked weed on the cast.
Nice.
I had to though.
Good
I mean,
man.
you got more Bob. I got the Bob Marley playlist rolling. We got
Yeah.
weed conversation. We got CBD conversation.
Let's get
Pure
lit
Spectrum
up in here.
CBD sponsoring the show.
Yep.
10% off. Did you see they were offering the 17%
Over
off?
the weekend.
That was crazy.
That was tight.
Super sick. So make sure you're checking that out, man. Pure
Yep.
Spectrum CBD. Right now, use the code in the cart, MUP, or at the retail location in Evergreen. It'll
Yeah.
give you 10% off your order. We've been big proponents of it. They've been a great sponsor of this show. So we love showing them love. Big
Yeah.
shout out to Pure Spectrum CBD. Again, if you haven't tried it, man, it's not the psychoactive. It's not like smoking weed.
Yeah.
Even though, Dallas doesn't smoke weed, I smoke weed. It's just
Yeah.
it's different strokes for different folks. You know what I mean? Whatever. Some people don't smoke weed and like CBD. Some people like both.
Yeah.
So it just depends on what you want to do.
So here's what I would say, just again to kind of put a capper on this. So this burger will be available at the Carl's Jr. that's located out at 4050 Colorado Boulevard in Denver, and that's from 6 a.m. Mountain Time until the store closes on April 20th. Now it does say while supplies last. I think it's great.
Starting when today?
No, sorry, that's starting. Let's see, on 4/20 at 6
Oh,
8.
It's only one day.
It's only one
Oh
day.
shit! I thought
Yeah.
they'd do it like
One
a couple
day.
days,
I was
couple days leading
Dog,
up.
one day, one location.
Like I said, there's gonna be a line out of that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I was gonna say I want to go check it out, but I just
Yeah.
talked about this on the last
Yeah.
cast. People, crowds, a lot of
And I
waiting.
got work that day.
Well, and that's what I was going to say. So, yes, I'd like
That
to try
don't even
this.
sound attractive.
I'd like to try this just because, not because of the CBD. The burger sounds pretty good on 420.
It does.
But that being said, where my snobbish mentality comes in this.
Yeah.
I believe that I take some of the best quality CBD from Pure Spectrum.
Yeah.
That being said, I don't know what the quality of this is. I don't know where this CBD comes from. I don't know what company's making it. So again, when I'm trying to be more health conscious, obviously for my digestion stuff, I'm getting older, man. I'm starting to feel some of these effects. Like, I want to ensure that I'm putting good quality stuff. Now, that being said, a $4.20 burger with pepper jack and 2 burgers and crisp cut fries and Southwest Santa Fe sauce on there is probably not the best. But I think of it in a bigger picture. I'm like, well, I could have Robin make my favorite meal that she makes, spaghetti.
Yeah.
And then let's just put some droplets of CBD in there.
Right.
Because I know where the CBD is coming from. I know it's sourced well. And then, oh, by the way, she just made a good sourced meal.
Right.
So for me, this is kind of a joke, but I love Carl's Jr. marketing. I think it's great. Denver, $4.20 on 420, one location. I think it's cool. But for me, I'm a snob and say I want to know what CBD I'm using. I want to know what milligrams, and that's just me being the nerd that I am.
I love what you said about that because I'm in the exact same boat.
Yeah.
Because it's one day. Now, would I go give it a try if it was a week and I didn't have to do the waiting and all that stuff? Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's one day, because it's one locate, all that stuff. For those reasons, I'm out. Shark Tank.
Out.
You know what I mean?
Shark Tank.
I'm out.
Thanks, Mark Cuban.
You're welcome.
I'm out.
So for those reasons, I'm out. But I'm totally with you. I love the marketing. I love what Carl's Jr. is doing. I love all of that stuff. I would actually love to try this. I'm glad. Thanks for the idea, Carl's Jr. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cook up some burgers tonight. Me and my lady, I'm going to have her drop some in my barbecue sauce. We'll put it in a little cup. I'm going to have her take the tincture because we already have it. I already have Pure Spectrum at the crib.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people don't have CBD, so that's why they would go there to get this. I have CBD. I'm just going to have them drop it in my barbecue sauce, mix that up real nice, throw that on my burger, call it a night. Watch the Nuggets playoff win tonight. Go ahead, 2-1 in the series tonight.
No lines for you.
Exactly.
There's no lines at your booth.
Oh, please stop. Oh, geez. All right. Anyways, let's go. Let's move on to because the 420 stuff. I'm not going to the rally. I'm not going downtown. I'm not going and dealing with any of that stuff.
Getting too old for that.
Let's move into some sports conversation. NFL playoffs. NHL playoffs. NBA playoffs. NFL schedules being released. Let's go into those topics. We'll start with the NBA playoffs. Nuggets tonight. Nuggets and Spurs. This will be over by the time everyone hears the cast. I haven't really been tuned into all of the games. Obviously, I've been watching what James Harden's doing just because I find the guy so fascinating and so exciting, and he is one of the best all-time scorers in NBA history. Yeah. There's no way he's not going to end up there. There's no way he's not going to wind up there. You can say what you want about his defense. You can say what you want about his low post game, all that stuff. I don't care. And a lot of people are like, well, how's it going to be when he's older? How's it once his body starts breaking up? I don't care. Yeah. Just like I tell you with LeBron, I'm not in a race to compare him to Jordan. I'm not in a race to see what's up with the end of his career. I'm trying to enjoy these guys now. That's what I want to do.
Live in the now.
Turn the TV on and just watch greatness. I'm just trying to enjoy what this man is doing night after night. Yeah. So that's what I've been tuned into. The Nuggets, pretty much the Rockets. Haven't watched a ton else. I've seen, Milwaukee's blowing fools out. Yeah. Boston's blowing fools out. Yeah. Even though last night was a win, not a big win, but a win nonetheless.
Coming back from what, 12 point?
Yeah.
12 or more.
I know.
In the fourth, big.
That's why it's so hard to bet basketball. JJ and I were talking about that last night, Pacers in Boston. I was like, dude, look there's 50 seconds left in the game. It's 91-92. Yeah. The 50 seconds left and the game ends. It's a 7.5 point spread. Yeah. And Boston ends up winning 99-91, an 8-point win. Yeah. How do these guys do it? Vegas is so good, dude. Yeah. They're so good. They get night after night after night. This isn't something that these line makers do occasionally. They don't get lucky here and there. Right. It's night after night. They kill you on these lines, dude. They're just incredible how close they get. But as a Pacer fan, you've got to feel awful. It's like, dude, we had not only the game in hand the whole game, we had the spread in hand the whole game and get fucked. And then look at it. The same thing happened with the Spurs and Nuggets the other night on the opposite side. If you were a Spurs fan, not only were the Spurs killing the Nuggets the whole game, they were up 19 in the second quarter, and the Nuggets got it down to 6 in the third quarter. Then they go up 19 again in the third, and you're like, all right, there's no way the Nuggets are going to be able to
flip the channel.
They went up two different runs, up 19. There's no way. Nuggets come back and end up not only winning the game they're not only coming back, but winning the game in the fourth quarter. So if you're a Spurs fan, not only do you get killed on the spread, because the Nuggets end up covering the 7, which I cashed from you on. I love that $10. Where's it at? I didn't see the Venmo come through. I didn't see the cash in hand today.
Well, because I was trying to do it for the cast.
Oh, you were going to do it on the cast.
So where's that, boy?
Don't we do it for the cast?
Oh, okay.
Do we see that we have Venmo open right now?
Okay. I'll give you that. Okay. I'll give you that.
Okay.
All right.
So let me go ahead and do that real quick.
That's for me. I'm taking the L.
And as
I
I
just got
give
a little
you,
excited.
and as I give you this tin, I'd like to know how it feels. I want to know if it's one of the best tins that you've ever got.
Well, let me go Tom Petty on you.
Oh.
You don't know how it feels to be me.
Totally.
Well,
Wish I had that
okay,
Skeeter.
considering the 2 past games.
All right, man. How does that feel?
Feels like this.
I'm fighting for my life.
By the way, he has like negative $6 in his bank account. Anyway,
Who does?
R. Kelly.
Oh, I know. Does he really?
Yeah.
I
There's like negative 6 or 12
after all the charges and stuff.
Yeah, after everything.
Wow.
Yeah, he's like struggling hardcore.
Wow.
He's fighting for his life, man.
Literally. But considering the 2 past games, how do you think tonight's gonna play out? Because I'm really nervous, honestly.
Dude, I'm nervous too because the Nuggets have not. Let's be real; they haven't looked great in either game. Yeah, they won the second one, and it was a crazy comeback and all that stuff. But it took Jamal Murray being absolutely ice cold in the first half, and then lights out in the second half, like a totally different player.
Yeah.
And I loved. Oh, I wish I would have pulled that soundbite, dude. I loved what Mike Malone said after the game. Did you hear that?
Yes, I did.
That was incredible coaching. What a coach. I used to sit here in Denver Sports Talk Radio and listen to Alfred Williams kill Mike Malone day after day after day when he was on the Fan. He's no longer on the Fan anymore. He left the Fan. But I just don't understand people that don't like Mike Malone. I think this guy is an awesome coach. He fits exactly what a young team is. He fits exactly. He's got the right personnel in there with a young team. He knows how to mold these guys. These guys listen to him. They listen to what he's saying. It's not like Russell Westbrook out in OKC where it's like, that guy's not listening to what the coach says. He does not give a shit what the coach is saying.
Or LeBron James and Tyronn Lue.
Right.
Yeah.
Any of that stuff.
Get out of here.
You
Entire
have a
LA team.
and that's what gives me confidence in the Nuggets. That's what makes me feel good about the game going into tonight. Even though I'm nervous, I feel like, okay, maybe that was the spark they needed, just like the Avs. They came back and won game 2, and it was kind of on the fringe and on the edge. And then in game 3, they just came out lights out. And then last night, they didn't come as lights out as they were in game 3, but they were still killing
back.
it. Kind of reminds me of that. They got that spark in game 2. I hope the Nuggets got that spark in game 2, and they carry that momentum into game 3 tonight. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Dude, it would just be sick if we could have the Avs and the Nuggets continue to round 2. That would be huge.
Yeah. Well, you're
Put
not
the
going to
Broncos to shame.
Well, I'll tell you what can't happen. You can't get down in a big hole. You can't get 19 down tonight because you're on the road.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to do what you did the other night in Denver,
no one's
in
gonna
San
be cheering
Antonio.
for you.
Right.
Yeah.
You're not going to have that momentum.
Don't have that 6
They're
man.
gonna be booing your ass.
Right. Yeah. So that's what I'm looking forward to. That's what I've been mostly locked in on. Are you more in NBA playoffs or NHL playoffs? What are you more locked in on?
I'm more locked into NBA.
Okay.
I love NBA, and I was telling you just the other day.
You tweeted last night. You were like, I got bored with the Jazz.
The Houston Jazz game.
Yeah,
and post that sick ass pic.
The Aquafresh, which was fire.
Yeah.
But I was thinking in my mind, like, what is this guy talking about? The Avs just started. What do you
Yeah.
mean you got bored with the Jazz?
Yeah.
Like,
Because I'm more to.
Are you not watching the Avs?
I watched a little bit of the Avs. I
Okay.
mean, I don't have multi-platforms because.
Well,
man,
plus you got a relationship.
I can't get too.
You got to
crazy
be watching
'cause
shows. You got to be
Yeah.
watching movies. You
Yeah,
can't
that's
be
what I was
watching.
gonna say.
You could
Last
be
night,
working on that.
Robin hits me with, "Hey, bless her heart." It's
Oh, I
not
was
her
just
fault."
joking. This really did happen.
No. She hits me with, "Hey, what would you think about starting a new series tonight?" And you know what I said? Series? I said, "Are you serious? What are we doing here? This is the best time to be alive. Not only just
my
in
God, to
Denver
be alive.
sports. This is the best time." I said, "You got NHL playoffs. You got NBA playoffs. God dang, Tiger just won the fucking Masters. Oh my God! If you're not a sports fan, take that shot."
Oh shit.
So
Time to be alive.
What was she wanting to
needless
watch?
to say, I woke up this morning. Yeah, we didn't go to bed the greatest last night. We didn't get in a fight. I will tell you that.
Yeah.
But she just felt empty. She felt empty this morning. But I tried.
Yeah, Dallas.
She watched it with me. But hey, truth be told, she made some dinner last night. I didn't even have dinner because I had a late lunch. But she made a lot of vegetables last night. So she got a little stomach ache. So she's like, "Babe, I got a stomach ache. I need to lay down. So I need to go upstairs and lay down." And I'm like, "Cool, cool.
Oh, boy.
See ya." And I had the sports playing, but however, I did leave the sports. I did leave the sports for a second when she's like, she yells to me. She's like, and not yelling, but from the top, from the bedroom because I'm downstairs. She's like, "Hey, babe." I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Will you come lay with me for a little bit?" So I'm like, "Yes, of course."
What time is this?
probably third, middle, 6 minutes left in the third of the Houston Jazz game.
Oh, okay. So
So-
before the Avs even started.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
early.
Okay.
So
Damn, she was in bed real early. The
Yeah,
Avs started
like,
at 8 p.m.
jeez.
She's in bed 7:30.
Yeah, well,
7?
because she had the stomach ache.
Oh,
after,
right.
after
Okay,
the
so you
dinner.
laid down.
So
That's right. Okay.
she was laying down, and so I came and laid with her because I usually
I wish I
relax
was
her.
eating dinner at 7 p.m.
I know, right?
I wish.
I wish I was getting
wish-
out of here.
Yeah.
We're
at
not
that time.
We don't live normal.
You know what?
lives.
I could have been a jerk, but also helped our brand and been like, babe, you don't need to lay with me. Just relax. Take some CBD. But I didn't. I said, yes, babe.
Sponsored by Pure Spectrum.
So I'll be right up there. And then I thought I was just going to be able to lay there for a little bit and just kind of fill up the love tank, cuddle her,
Just
maybe even
chill.
coddle her a little bit, just give her a little bit of
Attempt.
you know what I'm saying? And of course it was like, how about this? And why can't you do this? And I'm like, oh my God, we got a lot of sports going on.
Oh no.
So then her, you know what?
Relationships are so hard.
Robin
dog.
is my
Oh,
CBD
man.
a little bit because you know why? Because as she was talking to me and talking me through some of this, I was listening and I got tired. And I got a little bit more tired. And I got a little bit more tired.
Oh no, man.
And I fell asleep on her.
Wow.
But then, about an hour or so, I woke up.
Second period of the Avs.
Second, go back to the sports. Playoffs. Sorry, Robin.
Hell yeah!
You were asleep.
Oh, that's so funny.
So there we go. But hey, enough.
We are back. We are back.
Exactly.
Oh, that's great.
So enough about me. How about you guys? How was the Avs game for you?
Dude, that was nuts. It was like a nail biter there for the first couple
Yeah.
of periods, man.
You know what? That
But the
game was
third,
nuttier than
dude-
squirrel shit.
Yeah.
Hell
dude.
yeah.
I wanted Varley in that. They needed Varley in there, honestly.
Yeah.
But, he
Dude,
was still,
Grubauer's the man right now. What do
Yeah.
you mean?
Dude, Varley is a brick wall. He has carried us
Varley's going to be a free
so
agent.
many games.
Varley's going to be a free agent. Grubauer's the future guy.
JJ,
But
I'm with
what
franchise on this one.
What about that trade with UMass of that young college kid who went from the
Cale
Frozen,
Makar.
Yeah, went
Dude.
from the Frozen Four to the NHL playoffs and managed to get a score.
What
JJ.
a quirky
Playoffs.
Yeah, there you go.
Playoffs.
What a quirky way, a quirky rule. I mean,
Yeah.
it's so weird that a player can play in college hockey,
Yeah.
Frozen Four, go all the way there, and then just jump into the playoffs
Yeah.
with a professional team. I don't even understand. I didn't follow.
Dude, the
His whole
NHL
journey-
is weird as hell.
It's just strange.
It's kind of, yeah.
I
There's
mean-
a lot of shit that slides, surprisingly enough. But
You can do that in the NFL too. Don't get
Oh,
me
really?
wrong.
Oh.
You can do it in the NFL because it's happened. Notably, here's a funny. It's not funny actually. It's unfortunate. The Bill Belichick and the Patriots a couple years ago before I think it was either the Philly Super Bowl or it was the Atlanta Falcons Super Bowl. One of the two. Bill Belichick famously cut a player the morning of the Super Bowl.
No
Yeah,
way.
dude, cut him because they needed to elevate a practice squad player to the roster to get him some kind of roster bonus or something. It was just what they had felt was right. This guy was a non-starter, but still super unfortunate. The guy
That's
got
a
cut the morning of the Super
big
Bowl.
move.
He wasn't going to play, but it's not like he got
Yeah.
to even suit up or stand on the sideline or get a ring, anything. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Belichick move for sure.
so crazy. And yeah, dude, that's just is what it is. So the quirky stuff like that happens in the NFL too. Don't get me wrong, but it's not even comparable as far. This is a guy that was never going to see the field. This is a guy that was never going to play.
This
We're talking about a kid that steps in. He's getting big time minutes,
Yeah.
18 to 25 minutes
This
a game,
kid's
scoring
D
goals
is
in game 3.
insane.
Right. So this is a guy that's making an impact. And did you see the kid on social media with the head of kale? He was like waving the kale.
No, I didn't
He
see
like
that.
brought a big ass thing of kale, dude.
What?
He's like he's like a teenager, and he's like this, like just waving this kale
like a
around, dude.
bushel of kale?
Yeah, and he was back behind one of the goals, and dude, he was swinging it all crazy, and it was busting loose and flying everywhere.
What?
And it's stuck in the net, dude. It was like stuck in the back of the netting, not the
Dude.
goal net, but the net that blocks the fans. Oh, dude, hilarious.
Okay, so I'm going to share the story with Robin because Robin might watch sports if that's the case.
Hey, there's kale in the crowd.
Okay, hey, where do we sign up, babe?
Where do we
Okay,
sign up?
okay.
They're handing out kale.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
I thought they gave bobbleheads away, but kale, this is awesome. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to share that with her for sure. Maybe she's all in now.
So
Doubt it.
It's interesting, man. When you're in a relationship with a girl that doesn't like sports and you like sports,
It's the worst.
it's a very interesting dynamic because we're both in kind of the same boat. It's not that my girlfriend hates it or has anything against it or gets mad at the screeching on the floor
Yeah, with the shoes.
with the shoes.
Yes.
It's not like that.
Okay.
But She just doesn't care. She has no investment. She's just like, yeah, whatever. But she's never hindering me. She's never like, oh, really? You're putting on the game. Never. She'll sit there. She'll watch with me. But last night, something about hockey. She's into it. She's entrenched.
She didn't want you to start watching Game of Thrones last night?
No, hell no.
Oh,
she's into it when the Flames score with 12 minutes to go in the third period to go up 2-0 on the Avalanche. I'm like disappointed. I look down, I look over at her, and she looks over at me, and she's like a little mad. And I'm like, yes. What? Like she's got some emotional. I'm like, no way. She goes, damn it, babe. Like she's like mad. I'm like, oh yes. No. She's in, dude. She's got some emotional investment into the sport. I'm feeling it. I'm excited.
Hell yeah.
And,
hell yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
Dude, if I hear it, damn it, I'm like, what the fuck did I do wrong now?
Exactly. So
the worst.
Hell yeah!
Exactly. Just right there, ready to go. And so then, boom, the Avs score a quick goal after with like 10 minutes left. And I'm like, yes. We cut it in half. We got 1 goal to go. Yeah. 10 minutes, plenty of time. Like we're excited. We're into it. Boom, they tie it up. We're jumping up and down. We're high-fiving. We're excited. We're hugging. It's going good. And then, they go into OT. We watch a little bit of Jeopardy.
Yep.
Little Jeopardy on the break.
Yeah.
Because, dude, I've been recording every episode of Jeopardy.
How's that dude doing?
By the way, he broke another record.
Yeah, I know. He's crushing.
Way.
This guy's too sick.
This guy's crushing. I told Pena the other day, we were talking about
I started
it.
getting into it a little bit.
Dude.
Yeah.
He is, this guy, James Holzhauer.
He's the real deal.
The sports bettor. He's going to take down Ken Jennings' 74 game record.
No
74
way.
show. I think so. And he's only like 10 or 11 shows deep. But
You said 74?
74 shows, Ken Jennings.
Holy crap.
2005. Yeah. That's the guy that's done the most.
How does
ever.
a person have that much time on their hands to do that many
You're
shows?
making, dude, this guy's making an average of 50 G's a show.
I know, but still,
What are you going to do? Hey. And what job's paying you 50 G's? Well, his job probably was. He's a professional sports bettor.
Yeah,
he's probably betting $100,000 on a national championship game on Clemson.
He's taking that money right to the casino when he's done.
Right.
No big deal.
No, but he's so smart. And we've been recording Jeopardy. I just been recording Jeopardy.
Dog.
It's 15-minute watch if you're fast forwarding the commercials.
Yeah.
Just bang through it. And I love the knowledge I get out of it.
Yeah.
If I can get 4 questions right a show, I'm ecstatic. 4 or 5 answers correct, I'm like pumped. The whole show. You know what I mean?
So what you're saying is he has around 60 more shows to go.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Holy
Whoa, way more.
probably
a little more.
Well, you said like around
Let's call
10.
it 15. He's around 10 or 11
Yeah.
shows in, so 15 more shows.
15, yeah.
Yeah, he's got a ways to go now.
he's got some work, but he's breaking records. He's doing well.
But
That's
when the NBA finals will roll around in June and he's breaking records, I'm just letting you know I told you here in April.
Yeah.
Okay. Been checking the guy out.
Yeah.
Guy's been on my radar.
Yeah.
I know what's going on.
If you're not on the cast,
you
you're
bet on
sleeping.
Jeopardy?
You sleeping if you're not on the cast.
Sleeping.
No, dude, I wouldn't surprise me if you could. I bet you some sports put
Yeah.
action on that.
Yeah.
I bet you the
Just bet on that dude.
I bet you the Westgate Las Vegas, because they said that in that ESPN interview that I read, they said that they interviewed someone from the Westgate and they're like, oh yeah, this guy's a very well-known, prominent bettor, great guy. He's in here all the time. Like we know him. He does
Yeah.
very well.
All you have
he
to
places
do-
big money.
Yeah. All
He's
you have to
not
do is
messing
find an
around.
establishment that will house your
Be
bet.
willing.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the free
Time to go to
rooms that
Vegas,
guy's
man.
getting at hotels?
Oh, jeez.
The free rooms, the comps he's getting there. Guy's be eating buffets every night. I'd be taking my whole family out. He said, you got kids? How many you got? 12? Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah.
He's betting that much money. My Lord.
Lobster Fest 2019.
Hell yeah!
I think so yeah, dude, it was fun. The
Yeah.
game was enjoyable. The overtime win. Obviously, we got what we wanted. We got the dub.
Too sick.
And excuse me, that's what's important. Let's move into the NFL schedules. Did you see that the schedule's released? Did you care about it? Were you into it? Did you even pay any attention at all?
I paid a little attention, but as you know, I do have the audit today, so I've been really prepping the store for audit stuff. So I did see, and obviously I follow Adam Schefter, who doesn't, that loves sports, aside from Robin. Robin doesn't follow Adam Schefter, for sure.
Right.
But that being said, I just kind of focused more on week 1. So I haven't looked at the full, season schedule. I did start looking to see who has kind of the easier schedules on paper versus the harder schedules. I was impressed with the ease of what it looks like to be on the Patriots side. I think their schedule looks pretty easier, one of the easier ones on paper. That being said, if we focus on week 1, some of the matchups, obviously Broncos and Raiders.
Yes.
Dude, we're going to get screwed.
Monday Night Football. Unfortunately, it is in Oakland. I hate playing at Oakland. I hate that stadium. I hate everything about it. So I can't wait till they go to Vegas, just because, I think I think you're going to get those tickets, man, that you're waiting on.
The
For
season
that
tickets?
I hope
lottery
that you got?
I drove by it on the highway, dude.
Yeah.
When I was there a couple weeks ago, driving by, I see the stadium getting built, and it looks huge, dude.
It
Like
is huge.
as far as tall. Now, it's crazy high, but it doesn't seat a lot of people. It's only like 65,000 or 60,000, which is a lot less than Broncos, I think, is like 77, 78,000.
Yeah, I think
So-
the bigger ones are
Seriously?
80.
Yeah,
80,
dude.
80 plus.
We're
That's
talking.
insane for Vegas. I feel like you would want to go as big as hell because people are going to be knocking down your door for those tickets.
I think they want to make sure that it
That doesn't
continues to.
happen?
No,
Oh.
they want to make sure that it continues to be a supply and demand situation.
Dude,
keep
for
it smaller,
sure.
keep the demand high because
Keep
we
it
are
limited.
they are such a high tourist city
Yeah, for sure.
that you don't want to have it to where everyone can get in and nobody goes.
You want to know who they're taking
and then you have a
lessons
big
from?
empty stadium every Sunday.
Supreme.
right.
Yeah,
right.
okay.
Exactly.
I actually text the owner every once in a while, and that's what he said. He says we're following the
You and Mark
Supreme.
Davis?
Yeah.
I-
I told him to get a better haircut, but you know.
Maybe he's told you the same.
Maybe so. But I told him, yeah, man. Hey, I can understand. Take lessons from week to week with Supreme.
The fool
And
looks
I get
like
it.
Lloyd from Dumb and Dumber.
He looks worse than Lloyd.
The bowl cut.
You are one pathetic
Dude,
loser.
It is so bad. Do you think Gruden's going to start having the same haircut?
I would love it.
Eventually.
If him and Gruden showed up.
Gruden
What if
did
Gruden
have
dressed
the
up as
same
him
one.
for Halloween?
Oh, too good.
On a Halloween night game, you see John Gruden in costume as Mark Davis.
Too good. I think it'd work.
That would be so dead.
I think it'd work.
But
So to get back to week one, so that game obviously stands out, super huge for me, and that's a Monday night game. You have the dual Monday night, which the Texans at the Saints. I'm interested to see what that change in rules with the penalty calls. I'm anxious to see what that changes this year, the dynamics.
Yeah, being able to challenge whatever, or
absolutely.
challenge pass interference, even if
Yeah.
it wasn't called, all that stuff. That was so interesting with the rule change too, because it's a 1 year thing.
Yeah.
This is not a permanent rule
Correct.
moving forward. It's a 1 year.
It's almost like a 1 year contract. It's
NFL's
really
so
weird.
interesting
Yeah.
like that, huh? It just feels so young still, as to where baseball, they're so reluctant to change shit. Everyone's been
Totally.
screaming to change for 20 years.
Yeah.
And it's like, they're like, whoa, I don't know. I don't know. They're just the old guy in the room all the time. And the NFL is just, fuck it, move the field goal back. Screw it. Challenge everything. Like they just try new shit every year.
Yeah.
Like it's so crazy. It's such an experimental league. It's wild, dude. It's a wild sport. But going back to the Raider game, Raiders Broncos opening the season on Monday night. The NFL, you guys couldn't find better teams to open your season on Monday night. These are let's be real. These are two teams that are
Not good.
okay. And if some would venture to say
Below not good.
okay. So these are two teams here. Now, I think they could have found a better game. I don't think not only is it is it a bad Monday night game, it's the second Monday night game, which means it's West Coast.
Yeah.
No one on the East Coast is going to be watching this game.
Nobody.
No one in probably the Central time zone is going to be watching this game. It's going to be Mountain in the West.
Mountain and Pacific.
Only. You may have a little bit of Central. Maybe the guy got sleep apnea and he's got the game on. That's about it.
Maybe he gave to his old lady too much CBD.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. But what I will say, the Broncos are getting killed here. Now, the Raiders got screwed the rest of the season, which I'll get to in a second, but the Broncos got killed on this one, man.
Yeah.
Not only are we opening on Monday night against the Raiders, their very last season in Oakland, we're traveling to the black hole as well.
Gross.
That crowd is going to, dude, we should go. We should go, Dallas. In Bronco gear, we should show up at the black hole the very last time that they're there playing the Broncos on Monday night to open the NFL season. Does it get any bigger than that?
Hell yeah!
That's going to be a scary ass place.
I'm ready. I'm already ready already.
I got the Von Miller Color Rush jersey. I'm ready to go.
I got the regular Von Miller jersey. I'm ready to go.
I'm on a jet plane.
If we go, I'm getting me a Philip Lindsay, and I'm rolling in that bitch like Mighty Mouse.
Shit, then I'll get my Case Keenum.
Oh, my God. Dallas.
Take that L on the way out.
Take that L on the way out.
Thank
Fair
you.
enough.
That's unbelievable. But no, seriously, I think it is set up bad for the Broncos. I wouldn't be surprised if we just get killed that game.
Dude, the one Thursday night we play, it's against Kansas City.
Yeah, that's always. Usually it's either San Diego, Kansas City, or Oakland on the Thursday nighters. They do the color rush jerseys and they have you against your an AFC West
I'm
opponent.
glad the NFL put the two lowest teams in the division as a Monday night game to start off the season. That's great.
Yeah, really good stuff.
Really great. What about before you go into the whole season and we talk about the ease of schedules? Anything else that stands out to you? What do you think about the Thursday night game, Packers in Chicago?
I I think it's a little bit weak to open the season. I think it could have been better.
Yeah.
I don't think the Packers didn't even make the playoffs. We're talking about a team that's kind of spiraling out of control. Aaron Rodgers is being accused of being a racist and being not a good teammate and all this stuff. Or not? I'm sorry. Ben Roethlisberger is accused of being a racist. My bad.
Yeah, there you go.
But Aaron Rodgers being accused of not being a good teammate. Jermichael Finley and a
good leader, not
Ryan
a good
Grant,
totally.
A lot of these older guys are coming out the woodworks. People are saying the Mike McCarthy situation was super volatile. A lot of people are saying Rodgers is the quarterback. He is the head coach. He is the GM. No wonder, the guy's got too much shit on his plate. No wonder we ain't been in the playoffs past few years.
And a shitty mustache.
Right. But I think I think they could have done better.
Yeah.
Just like I think they could have done better with the Broncos Raiders. That's not that good of a matchup.
Not at all.
You don't want to open the season with Patriots Chiefs? That's who I thought was going to open the year, dude.
That's what should have been.
What are we doing? Why did we get away from that model?
Yeah.
Give me Patriots Chiefs.
Not only are the Chiefs have a great game, dude, they're playing the Jaguars.
Right.
What are we doing?
Awful.
God.
Awful stuff.
Who are let's see, Steelers and
Below
Patriots,
not
right?
good.
What's up?
Who are the Patriots? They're taking on the Steelers week 1. I believe?
Yeah. I'm looking through. Hold
I
on,
think Steelers are at Foxborough, if I'm correct on that. I think they're doing the Sunday night game.
Yes.
As well. Yeah. That's a good Sunday night game.
Steelers Patriots. Yeah.
I think that'll work.
It'll be good. I mean, Steelers always draw. Doesn't matter.
But why did they do the Texans at the Saints on Monday night? That's not a very, I don't know, man.
I don't like that at all.
That's stupid.
What did you see? So what I was saying about the Raiders, they got super jobbed, dude. Not only do they have to go to the East Coast 6 times, but
we know about those cross country trips,
dude. West to East 6 times. Not only do they have to go to the East 6 times, they have the hardest strength of schedule, as rated on NFL.com.
Yeah,
by CBS Sports and NFL.com. The hardest schedule. Patriots have the second easiest, by the way.
Yep.
Redskins is the easiest, I think. Redskins, Rams, Jets, Giants, Bengals, all tied for the easiest, except for the Skins. They have their easiest by themselves, and then it goes Patriots, Rams, Jets, Giants, Bengals, all tied for the easiest. But you have the Broncos and Raiders up top. Raiders have the hardest schedule. Broncos have the second hardest schedule. So like I said, the Raiders have to go across the country over to the East Coast 6 times.
6 times.
Yep. Then so they have obviously they have the most miles traveled out of any team. Mm-hmm. They're playing the hardest teams out of any team. And then, dude, I think they play a home game in September, and they don't come back until November. They're dude, they're not home for the whole month of October. Wow. It is nuts. I'm pulling it up right now. Hold up. Let me see if I can find it. But have you ever, I don't remember a year like this with a team that has just gotten, do you think this is because they're going to Vegas? Do you think Roger Goodell's like, all right, you guys ain't going to be here in Oakland anymore? Who cares? Why have you home? Yeah. Why have you here?
Maybe it's not even Goodell. Maybe that's the city of Oakland.
Right?
Get the hell out of here.
Okay, so here we go, dude. You got you've got the last home game is on oh shit. This is hilarious. The last home game is week 2 against the Chiefs on September 15th. So you got Denver on Monday night, then you got week 2 against the Chiefs. Then they're on the road against the Vikings, they're on the road against the Colts. Then they have they're the home team, but it's in London against the Bears, week 5. Huh. After that, bye week 6. Raiders on the road, week 7. Raiders on the road, week 8, October 27th. They come back home November 3rd, week 9 against the Lions. Dog, so they're home week 2 against the Chiefs, and they're not back home until week 9.
That's crazy.
That is nuts. You got a bye week thrown in there. You got a trip to London thrown in there. That is bullshit.
That's tough.
I'm not a Raider fan by any means, but they got jobbed here, dude.
Yeah, they did.
That is bad.
I didn't know it was that bad.
That's punishment.
That's bad.
That's bad.
It's way bad.
Punishment for going to Vegas is what that is.
Yeah, no doubt.
It has to be. And I think, dude, do you notice that the NFL does that when teams are about to leave? They put them in London too.
Yeah.
They always go to London. It's like, oh, we don't care about that fan base anyway. Yeah. You're not going to have that fan base anyway. Let's give you a home game in London.
Yeah.
You'll be home, but you're in London.
Yeah.
You're not home.
Yeah.
We don't want to play on the sand lot.
Yeah.
Screw your baseball field.
Raiders and Jaguars, always in London.
Dude, I know. So crazy.
Yeah.
Well, it's because they don't draw.
Totally.
Well, I guess the Raiders do draw, but they're leaving. I'm sorry. The Jaguars don't draw. The Raiders are leaving. The Chargers are out in London a lot too. They left. So I think it's coincidence. I think it's something to that.
Could be.
Another thing I want to talk about about the NFL strength of schedule. I'm sorry, the schedule's being released. This is me speculating. This is some early speculation. But did you see the Arizona Cardinals hype video for the schedule release? You know how like a lot of teams did a little hype video.
Yeah.
They had some players. Like Cortland Sutton was on the Broncos one. He's like, "Oh, Broncos fans, check out the schedule." You know,
Right.
So they had a hype video, and the video had Larry Fitzgerald, and it had David Johnson, and it had what's that other defender? Patrick Peterson.
Peterson, yeah.
And it had all the stars. Guess who it didn't have?
Quarterback.
No Josh.
No
Rosen.
Josh Rosen.
This amount of Josh Rosen in that video. Now tell me this.
Yeah.
I'm not the smartest guy in the world.
Where does Kyler Murray fit into this?
I'm kind of an idiot. But if you draft a franchise quarterback, number 1 overall, or in the first round, I'm sorry, it wasn't number 1 overall.
Yeah.
Baker was. In the first round, your first pick, top 5, franchise quarterback,
Face of the franchise. You let him get the shit beat out of him in year 1, and then you don't even put him on the hype video in year 2? Yeah.
Anyone telling me that they're not taking Kyler Murray is nuts.
You done lost your shit.
You lost it.
Yep.
If that's what that screams to me.
Absolutely.
We're not putting Josh Rosen in the hype video because Josh Rosen is not a part of the plan.
Bruce Arians would have never allowed this.
Right. Right. Serious.
I'm just saying.
So it's going to be, I was going to say it's going to be interesting. It's not going to be interesting. There's no fucking interesting at all. Kyler Murray is the number 1 pick. He's going to Arizona.
He's going to AZ.
Bosa's probably number 2 right there.
Yeah.
Sitting behind him.
Yeah.
And after that, I don't know. I'll go through the mocks next week with you.
Yeah.
I'll draw up my mock and we'll go through it. But
Sure.
this screams Kyler Murray to me.
Absolutely.
I do not see how they don't put Josh Rosen in there at all. They're not even trying to smoke screen you. They're not even trying to say, "Hey, look this
Yeah.
way," and pull the wool over your
Yeah.
eyes. They're just flat out saying, "We're not putting our franchise quarterback in this thing because he's not on the team yet."
Yeah.
That's exactly what they're telling you.
Yep.
That's just maybe it's me.
We're taking Kyler. Yeah.
Maybe it's me.
Arizona's taking Kyler
Maybe
Murray.
I'm overthinking it.
And Rosen ends up in a Bronco.
Oh, please.
No, I'm just saying.
That would be that would be crazy.
Yeah.
That would be nuts. Broncos. I don't even want to get it. I don't even know.
Yeah.
I'm so
need
mixed
help.
up on
We're
this.
so confused.
Major help.
But finishing out, that's kind of my thought there on that.
Yeah.
On Kyler. I just saw the video. I saw it didn't include Josh Rosen, and I immediately became skeptical.
Gotcha.
So,
How about transitioning into Russell freaking Wilson?
oh, did you see, he got paid.
Yeah, he did.
I have the hold up. I have the sound. Did you hear the sound?
Yeah. Who didn't?
For anyone that didn't hear the sound
Yeah.
of Russ on his Twitter with him and his boo Sierra.
Sierra.
Check this out. We got a little sound for you here.
Hey, Seattle, we got a deal.
Go Hawks.
Go Hawks. But I'm going to see y'all in the morning.
Good night.
Time for y'all to go to bed.
Finally, we can go to sleep.
See y'all in the morning.
What the
hell was that?
Look at your boy. Look at your boy.
You know what?
He's got that sexy voice.
The fact that I wasn't watching it
Yes.
this time. This is the first time I
Just
didn't
heard it. Just
watch
heard-
it and just heard it. Oh my god, I'm weirded out.
I haven't even seen it.
I don't know.
And I'm scared.
That was sketchy, man. I don't know. I don't know. This is weird to me.
I think it was great. I think we should almost just talk like this in the this voice the rest of the show.
You think so?
I don't know why.
I can't
we
even
wouldn't.
talk sexy, guy.
I can't.
That's so weird.
Let me pull up some let me try to put some on.
Let's
Put on
not
some.
try to.
Let me try to put on some old.
Put on some Marvin Gaye, man.
Plumber.
Oh,
I
I
can
want to
call
put on
it
some
plumber.
old music, like some
What's that?
some classic '70s porno music.
Oh,
I can't find any. I don't have any like old school instrumentals. I was gonna put some sexy music. I want to talk over like this, but
Fair enough.
I ain't got anything on.
So check this out.
Why was he talking like that? Hold up.
Hey, Seattle, we got a deal.
Yeah. There's
Go
ladies like
Hawks.
laughing. They're in the bed.
Go Hawks.
Go Hawks.
But I'm going to see y'all in the
I'm gonna
morning.
see y'all on the next time I do
Time for
Bubba the
y'all to
Love
go to
Sponge
bed.
show.
Finally,
Yeah.
we can go to sleep.
Y'all need to go to
See y'all
bed.
in the morning.
Y'all getting a little sleepy.
How much CBD Russell Wilson on?
Dude.
You know what I mean?
Great point. Great point.
Sierra's pumped at the end to go to sleep, I think. And Russell's just relaxed,
Hey,
calm,
Seattle.
cool,
We got a deal.
collected.
We got a deal. Not with the Seahawks, but with the Love Line.
The love tank.
94.2 here in Seattle. The Love Tank.
I wish I could have heard him.
Oh,
say,
dude.
I wish I could have heard him say love tank.
We should make a spoof of
Yeah.
the Russell Wilson skit. You were listening to 94.3, The Love Tank with Russell Wilson, Sierra. Actually, Sierra she wasn't even bad. It was just Russ.
Yeah, just Russ.
Like this, in that smooth voice, just trying to be real smooth with it. You were listening to, you know what it reminded me of?
What?
The Ladies Man.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You are listening to, this is Leon Phelps. You are listening to The Ladies Man.
And he's got that lisp. Dude, he's got that lisp, though, which is so sick.
Leon Phelps.
And it's
Leon
always,
Phelps and the Ladies
and
Man.
it's always this is your most trusted host, and of course I got my Hennessy and Cavassier, and of course, dude, that guy.
I am
so
Leon
sick.
Phelps, the Ladies Man.
Yeah, you had the latest man right here.
You have the Ladies Man. Who's on the line?
Yeah,
That's what that reminds me of.
that's kind of
Russ Will.
That's kind of sick.
I just had to play that for you guys because it was hilarious. I'm finishing out with NFL news. Did you see the video of your boy Gronk?
I didn't.
Oh, dude.
I didn't.
It is.
So I saw a still shot of a baseball coming towards him as he's holding the Lombardi Trophy. That's as far as I got.
Let me show you this video.
Okay.
I'm going to show you got to watch the video. JJ, I'm going to try to send you the video so you can put it up for the people on YouTube because it is so funny. Here, just go around to Dallas's side. Keep your headphones in because you're going to want to hear this. And move around over there. Yeah, let's see if I can pull this shit up here. All right.
Super Bowl
Oh, let me rewind.
victory.
Oh, no. Full screen.
We were there to celebrate our Super Bowl victory.
Some of the guys were going to throw out the first pitch. Jules was warming up. Gronkowski got him a pitch in.
And it was all fun and games until it wasn't.
A lot of interesting things happened.
Gronk thought of a great idea. He'd play around and get a swing. And as he's lined up, Jules is the pitcher. Gronk standing there, and I think we're all under the impression, I mean, no way is he gonna swing a Lombardi Trophy.
A little strange. We're thinking he's not going to swing the bat. He's not going to do it. And literally at the last second, when 11 throws the ball, we see 87 go from a batting position to a bunt.
Probably not ideal.
Yeah, Gronkowski's parting gift.
Sometimes things happen.
If anybody could do it and get away with it, it'd be Mr. Gronkowski himself. He has now left an everlasting mark so that people will never forget that he was a part of that championship team.
The trophy is special, not damaged. Now it has become vintage, is what I'll say.
How good is that, dude?
Oh my God.
That is courtesy of the Patriots Twitter account. Rob Gronkowski. That was Julian Edelman pitching they're at this, I think it was like Red Sox opening day or something, and they were bringing out all the trophies. Well, they're in this media tent getting ready to go out. I'm not sure if it was raining that day or what happened, why they're in a tent, or maybe that was just the setup before they were going on the field. But they're in like a tent, and Edelman,
Okay, the fact
Gronk's
that
holding the trophy, and then Edelman's pitches it to him. The fact what?
The fact that Gronk was able to rip the tent with the ball he threw
Yeah.
should have been a warning sign
That was funny.
from the beginning.
So they're warming up pitching at the beginning of the video, and they're just throwing fastballs,
Yeah.
and it's just smoking the end of the tent. Well, Gronk throws one, and it just rips through the tent, dude. Just a beast of a fastball. I don't know how fast it was or whatever, but so then Gronk throws that. But then, wasn't it weird to you that Gronk, the way he was holding the trophy, why would he have the football end out? Why wouldn't you hold the football end towards you and use the rest like a bat?
Yeah.
You know, one of the flat sides like a bat. Then
Yeah.
maybe it wouldn't have got dented. I don't know what occurred, but obviously the Lombardi Trophy, it's made out of sterling silver, but it's hollowed out. It's not full.
It's 7 pounds.
Right, exactly. So it's hollow. It's made of sterling silver, but it's hollow.
Definitely not al dente.
No. So then you see the pitch. bang, it beams off the end of the football. Just dents the back of the football due to the Lombardi.
Yeah.
So then at the end of the clip in the video, they're showing all the Patriots Lombardis in the facility, and they're panning around, and then they pan around to the back of the last one, dude. It's just got this baseball
old
dent in the back of it. So from the front, you can't even tell. Like, they all look great, all 6 Lombardis, and then you go around to the back of the last one, and it's like dented up. Just hilarious. Gronkowski leaving his mark literally on the Patriots, the organization, the game. I love that guy.
And there's no other person that could get away with it.
Right.
Was that Jason McCourty that said that? Whoever it was.
Yeah. There was a bunch of different Patriots interviewed in there.
Absolutely right. And you and I have been guilty of that with our lives. You know, just because you're the franchise, just because I'm Dal Palantonio, there's been certain situations where it's just those guys.
Right.
They can,
We've definitely done some stuff.
They're the ones that entertain. That's just what they do. We're fine. Some of the things we've said in the corporate meetings.
Right.
For God's sakes.
Right. Yeah. Anyone else might have
we would have been banned in small countries. You know? Gronk, same thing.
Yeah.
He can dent the hell out of a Lombardi trophy and still be the man.
But dude, I think that you drew the parallel there between us and Gronk. I think the parallel goes even farther as far as actual productivity and production, though, dude. The reason we got away with that is because we produced. We banged out numbers. We freaking built teams. We built up store. Like, we did shit within the company. So it was like, these guys are crazy, but they get results. Yeah. Gronk's the same way. This guy's a little nutty. He's a little quirky, but ultimately what he's doing off the field is not hurting the team. It's not hurting himself. It's not hurting his family or people around him. He's just a goofy, silly guy having more fun than anyone else. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But when it comes game time, when it comes time to lace him up and step on the field, dude is always ready.
No questions.
Dude's always in the right position. Yeah. He's not out there messing up, and he's producing.
As long as he's not injured.
What are you going to tell him? Yeah. It reminds me of in high school. Senior year in high school, I was never home. I had a job. I was freestyle rap battling. I was writing songs. I was producing beats. I was going to school. I was doing everything high school senior year, and I was never home. And I was going to sporting events. I was being part of the crew at the soccer games and all the sports I didn't play. And my stepmom would get mad at my dad and be like, "Yo, this isn't fair to the other kids. Like, he's out all the time. He's just doing whatever. Blah blah blah." And I turned 18. August of my senior year. So I was already 18. I had my whip. I was paying for my gas and my car insurance, everything. So my dad's like, "What do you want me to tell him?"
Right.
My dad's like, he's got a job. He's involved in school. His grades are good. He's not asking me for money. Is he asking you for money?
Yeah.
He's like, what am I going to tell the guy? He comes here to take a shower and he grabs some food and he leaves. Like, he don't even eat here half the time. Like, what do you want me to tell him? This is basically an apartment. You know, like he comes here to shower and that's it. Like, he sleeps in showers. That's it. You know? So I really love that my dad went to bat for me like that because it's the same thing. I was producing. I was bringing home good grades. I wasn't getting in trouble. I wasn't wrecking my car. I wasn't getting brought home for or by the cops. I wasn't getting busted for underage drinking. Like, what are you going to tell the kid? And I'm going to take that philosophy into parenting as well because I knew how good it felt to me to feel validated. Like, yeah, you're doing some shit right. Trusted, exactly. It wasn't like, I don't want you doing this just because.
And because of that, you're more willing to not mess up.
Right. But that was kind of the direction that I was being pushed. Like, let's just say my stepmom was my only parent. I would have been screwed.
Oh, yeah.
Because she didn't want me to do it. I couldn't do it. My dad was looking at it from a logical standpoint. Like, well, why not? I don't see because he's coming home at 11:30 or 12:30 on a school night.
Yeah.
I don't know what, like.
Because he's working his ass off.
The guy's getting out late. He's doing shit. You know, like, the guy's doing stuff. Is he waking up for class? Is he getting there on time? Is he pulling good grades? Then that's all I care about.
For sure.
I'm not paying for everything. He's not asking me for money. He's not, you know what I mean? Like, what can I tell the guy? So I appreciated that. And I think that's the same way with Gronk. Like, what can you tell the guy? When it's time to make plays, he makes plays. Totally. So I thought that was cool. More fallout from the NFL schedule, I'm sure, as the week goes on. Like you said, I'm not really looking forward to the Packers. I'm really looking forward to the Chiefs Patriots. I hate that we have to wait till week 14 to get it because that's probably one of the top games I'm looking forward to on the schedule. But, you know, I just want to see the rematch. I think both of those teams are good. Now, depending on what happens with Tyreek Hill, dude, did you see Travis Kelce still in a walking boot right now?
I did.
He's got ankle issues, and it's early. You know what I mean? We got a long way to the season, but it feels like the Chiefs had this crazy window, and now it feels like it's 1 year.
Yeah.
It feels like it's this year because you got Kelce who's banged up. Who knows what's going to be going on with him?
Tyreek.
You got Tyreek's issues. Are they going to be able to resign him or not? Watkins, how long is he there? How much is left? And there's no more Kareem Hunt.
Lost
Damian
him.
Williams was kind of a great fill-in running back last year. It was great for fantasy owners that needed a guy. What's he going to do?
Justin Houston's no longer part of the
right.
D.
Eric Berry no longer part of the D. They did get Tyrann Mathieu, which is nice, but how much does he have left?
Sure.
It's going to be interesting. I think I would, if I was a betting man, I would probably take the under on the Chiefs just on a whim this year because I think a lot of people are going to think the Chiefs are going to surprise.
Yeah.
So I would probably go against the public and say maybe the Chiefs will be down this year a little bit.
Interesting.
Also think about it, dude. Who was gunning for the Chiefs last year at the beginning of the year, or even with midway through? Not that many people. Right. Everyone's gunning for them. They're getting everyone's best shot every week this year. There's no, and the expectations are there. They were in the AFC Championship. There ain't no taking them lightly.
Right.
And I'm going to look. Let me see what their strength of schedule is here based off CBS Sports. 5th hardest.
Really?
5th hardest, tied with the Bears. So you got Oakland, Denver, Jacksonville, Houston Texans at 4, and you got Bears and Chiefs tied for 5th.
You think they're in trouble?
I do, and now I'm curious. Now I'm really curious.
Or maybe you don't think they're in trouble, but you're concerned.
I would bet against them.
Yeah.
I would bet against them. I think the line might be high, and I think that I would wait till right before the season because I think the public is only going to continue to inflate that line. Everyone's on the Chiefs' dick. I guarantee it. Let's see.
I won't be this year. I was last year.
Let's see. To win the Super Bowl.
What are the odds? I'm trying to take a guess as to what it might be.
Oh, actually, I don't even want the Super Bowl. What do I want? I want it over under. Oh, it's not available yet.
Is it not?
Well, because they just dropped the schedule.
Sure.
So I don't have. They have.
Do they have a Super Bowl yet?
Can they?
They have draft props, NFL Super Bowl odds, AFC Championship, and NFC Championship. That's it. Draft.
What's Super Bowl odds?
So Super Bowl.
Out of curiosity.
Kansas City.
Yeah.
You're looking at plus 750. So 100 would win you 750.
Okay.
So 7-1 basically.
So
7.5
you say there's
1.
a chance.
I feel like you have a better chance just betting on the Patriots again.
Broncos are just to give you some perspective. Chiefs are 7-1. The Broncos are 66-1.
Holy shit!
100 wins you 6,600 on the Broncos. If they win the Super Bowl, you win over 6 G's.
Should we fly to Vegas? Put 100?
No.
Are
Are you kidding me? Well, I don't know. Maybe Joe Cool. Maybe
Joe
Joe
Cool
Cool
Put
can lead us.
$10, man.
Joe Cool gonna finish his last 2 years.
I want to see how Philip Lindsay heals up too. I'm kind of nervous. It's really, really early,
dude. And that was really some tendon, like muscle, like big issues.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
That's some shit. All right, let's move along, man. I think that's. I'm cool on that. We kind of got to everything I wanted to get through sports wise. Let's jump into sneakers and fashion.
Dope. Where you want to start?
You want to start with Supreme?
Yeah, that's fine. Let's start with that. The drop this morning. My payment did not go through.
And speaking of football too, this was a Raiders collab today.
Yeah. Yep. They I went for the Raiders crew neck sweatshirt. Tried to get the black one because I knew it would have resell, and then I tried to get the red. What was the
box logo?
It wasn't box.
It
was like a.
The classic,
old graphic or something. Classic graphic. Classic ad. That's what
classic
it was.
ad.
Yeah, so I went for the classic ad hoodie in red, and then I went for the Hot Wheels car.
Yeah.
Had them all carded. Everything was good. It was checking out, and it said my payment was messed up. And I think it's because I thought I had the wrong zip code, but I did have the right zip code. I don't know what happened. It eventually checked out a Supreme hat just to make sure that I'm getting my shit's working, but I didn't get any of the stuff I wanted. What about you?
I went for the Hot Wheels car and had it in the cart, and I went through 7. Count them, 7 captures.
Oh, got you.
And if we know anything, the Euro site, Supreme, sold out. The Hot Wheels sold out within 7.2 seconds.
Oh, shit.
So going through 7 captures, that puts me over that threshold anyways.
Dude.
So I took the L.
You know what's shitty? I literally carted the thing 3 times and accidentally removed it from my cart. It was the worst thing ever.
I'm confused.
But what do you
You
mean?
accidentally removed it?
Why did you accidentally remove it 3 times?
Well, like I added it to cart and it just wouldn't load. So I kept trying to add it to the cart. But the thing is that once you add it to the cart, that add cart button switches to a remove cart button. So I kept just removing it, adding it, removing it, adding it.
Gotcha.
It was so bad. But the thing is that I actually got the US sellout times. Guess what was the first thing to sell out?
What?
The classic ad hooded sweatshirt.
Was it?
And the Hot Wheels.
Right in the middle?
Yeah.
At like what? 11 to 12 seconds?
16.6 seconds.
Well, damn it. I should have got it with 7 captures. What's going on then? Damn, my payment didn't say anything like, "Oh, your payment sucks" or "Your payment's not accepted." What the hell,
Dude,
Right.
3 of the added hoodie or the classic ad hooded sweatshirts were in the top 4 to go. The other thing that went fast was the Reaper. Yeah, the Reaper shirt.
Don't fear the Reaper, guy.
Yeah.
So
little BOC.
we didn't get anything.
Yeah.
None of us got anything that's of importance. I got a Supreme
Yeah,
hat,
you got a hat.
which if it doesn't fit right, I'll probably resell. So I was just trying to test my shit and make sure it was working correctly,
Right.
which I could have also done in test mode. Do
Yeah.
you know there's test mode?
I used test mode last
Yeah, I
night
should have put
a
it
lot.
on that. Yeah, I should have.
And it was working just fine. So, but I didn't have 7 captures last night either.
Right. There's no 7 captures in test mode.
Yeah, no.
Weird.
Tesla mode.
Weird.
You are one pathetic loser.
What about this? So you wanted the Hot Wheels car. Is it a must-have?
No.
Is first question. Okay.
I wanted it more for resale.
Second question. Did you? Not me. I'm a collector.
I
You
know.
me.
Yeah.
What would be, if you were in my spot as a collector, what's your cap? I was talking to JJ about it. Like, what's your price cap on that if you were to buy it on resale? Or even if you're not a collector, I know you don't want it, but what would you say?
$50 is the most I could see.
That's exactly what mine is. 50
Yeah.
on the nose. Will it drop to 50? I don't believe so. I think it's going to drop closer to 55, 60. 60, I think, is probably where you'll see it end up fading. But
Plus do you still have to pay $13.95 on that?
that's one that you
That's
buy when
the
you have free
worst.
shipping.
Yeah, no
Okay.
shit. Huh?
So I saved that one till you have
Ooh.
free shipping, just from a principle standpoint.
Right.
Dude,
I cannot pay $13.95 for
it
shipping.
went up since I last checked. I checked right after the drop. It was I think it was the lowest.
You said 90. You said 90 or something.
The lowest ask was $97. The lowest ask now is $110, and the highest bid is $107.
Damn
Wow.
it.
So
Who's got that 110 in there? Just accept the 107 and move the fuck on.
Right.
What are we doing?
That's
$3?
That's funny.
Anyways,
Man.
that's just me with StockX. You want to see a pair of shoes?
Yeah.
So I actually had one come in. So I had a busy week this week. Okay, with the sneakers app. I took a dub on the Air Max 97, and I took a dub on the Shock Drop of the Bread or Cement 4, and those will be in today. I just didn't have them in time before I came in the cast.
Yep.
So go ahead and share that story real quick on yours, because I hit you up, right?
I was on the phone.
You were on the phone. You had meetings, dude. I hit JJ up. I'm like, dog, is franchise next to you? He's like, oh, no. And I'm like, whoa, could you have said that a little faster, JJ? Because you just wasted 3.5 seconds of my life. I'm trying to get the news to the Chais, and he's like, oh.
That wasn't that slow.
And then, so anyways, I called franchise. Didn't answer because you were on a meeting on the phone.
Yeah.
And then, we obviously hit each other up later, and you told me about your shit mess that you were in during the Shock Drop. So
everyone hit me, dude. Everyone from...
Did they?
Dude, I think it was like the Philly Plug, Conley, Goldeneye.
Yeah.
A bunch of friends, dude. Like,
we were looking out.
Everyone was
but
hitting
you couldn't
me
do
up, like,
anything.
yo, sneakers app now,
Yeah.
sneakers, and just... I was on the phone. What are you going to do? And when you can't have any delay when that happens.
Yeah, I was pretty happy on this one because I do not, like you, use the Jordan 23 app. I want to, and I even talked to my boy Muzzy about it. It is probably a good $2 that you could spend, and I think more than not, it does help that app for sure. Any help helps, right? Anything getting you closer to the prize is a win. But for me, this was totally manual. I'm really happy about it because I was at work, and for some odd reason, I was researching my Air Max 97 that I had on the way because I was getting nerdy. I was literally on the Nike sneakers app.
Wow.
When the Shock Drop happened.
That's how
Like, I have never, ever planned anything like that. Now, is that a reason that I got it? Well, it probably helped.
Definitely is. You were already there. It just popped up, right?
Yeah, because I heard a lot of people actually with this Shock Drop had problems, not with their payment, but with the sneakers app not refreshing in a
that's how mine
correct
was.
way. So I heard a lot about that. So me being on the app already, I think helped
what I
because
heard,
I
yeah.
literally went to 10.5 because I go just a little bigger than my true to size on the 4s, especially with the 2012s because one shoe was a little tighter, and I think that's a known thing. The left shoe
It's
was
weird because
tighter.
a lot of people say 4s run big, and I always have to go true to size.
Yeah,
I could never go big.
Yeah, I went
or go small.
Yeah, for sure. So on my Levi's, I go 10.5. On these, I go 10.5. So I went with my 10.5. It was the easiest cop that I ever had. I did go. It said waiting in line. And I was like, oh my God, great. I'm going to get the fucking L. Like, I'm on the app. How can I got to wait in line? There's no line.
You got to wait in line.
At your booth.
Take that L on the way out.
But I had to wait in line, but it was very instant. Like, it was within 2 to 3 minutes or less that it tells me, got him.
Nice.
So I didn't have to wait 10 minutes. You know, the drawings and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't have to wait hardly any time. It was probably, aside from the band, or not, the Bread 2016s that I got, the Jordan 1s, when we were at the local sneaker festival here.
Yeah.
This was the most successful Easy Cop that I've had on the sneakers app.
That's dope, dude.
I was happy about it, man.
That's so dope.
It's nice to have a win. So it was the exact opposite. Remember on the Jordan Infrared 6s that just came out recently?
Yeah.
You had the luck. You hit me up, and I got on there, and I was too late. Not that you hit me up too late. So now the kind of roles have reversed a little bit.
Yep.
But we'll get you hooked up.
It is it's all luck, dude. I got notified on those infrareds, I think, from that J23 app.
Did you?
So it's all luck, dude. You happen to be in the app.
The app. Like, who does that?
What can you do, dude? It's just lucky shit. I don't remember. Did I get notified by J23 or was I in the app? I'd have to go back and listen to the podcast now. I don't even remember.
Yeah.
I think I might have been in the app too.
I don't remember because you text me or called. I think you text me and then I called you and told you about my L, but I can't remember.
I don't remember either. Yeah, it was.
Said.
You got to get lucky regardless. But it's funny. GoldenEye shared some sick advice with me, and I think he actually left it as a comment too. So we'll get to that in YouTube comments. But
cool.
JJ, did you pick the winners yet, or are we going to do that after the show? Or
we're going to do it after the show.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I just want to make sure on that.
We'll announce it on Monday then?
With the SneakerCon. Yeah, we'll announce it on our socials. So keep it locked on social media. If you
just follow our story.
If you entered into the contest for the SneakerCon tickets, we got with the re-up. We partnered with them to help release. So big shout out to the re-up, man. That is the premier consignment shop here in Colorado, located at Belmar. So make sure you check them out. They'll have a booth out at SneakerCon. We'll be right there with them. We need to get a banner made, dude, for SneakerCon. We need to get some kind of...
Yeah,
I'm on it today. I've got an appointment, 3:00.
Look at that. Your Bruce banner, bro.
Okay, already got it. Working on it. So
this was ready to
we've
go.
got the image. JJ did his last minute edits. I'm hoping it's a good enough file. If not, I'll get back with you guys and let you know if we need like a email JPEG or MPEG or
cool.
MPEG's audio, but
right.
JPEG, whatever it is they need. I'll let you guys know. But yeah, 3:00. Hopefully we'll have a sick ass banner for SneakerCon.
Dope.
Yep. So here we go, man. So I have the I was able to get these off the Sneakers app. Very, very limited, but the resale is not killer on these. I think in a 10.5 resale right now on these is about $230.
Oh shit, okay.
And they retail for $200. So, not much. If you have to have this pair, pretty easy to get it, I would say right now on resale. But this is the Air Max 97 Nike Air Max 97 soles. Sorry.
Oh, no,
had a little brain fart there. Sorry, I was thinking
had to re-say the whole thing?
Yeah, I was actually thinking about my audit. Sorry about that. I apologize.
Interesting.
I've been trying to get some updates, but no updates. So,
oh, no. You're probably failing horribly then.
Yeah, well, it is what it is, man. But first thing, a little card stock. This is cool because it's like a postcard, dude. So this comes from Seoul. It comes from another country, right? In theory, like the inspiration, the design from a creator that is from Seoul. But it comes with like this postcard insert, which I think is pretty cool. Again, me being that collector, I think that's pretty sick. So franchise will kind of show that there. Pretty neat.
It is ill, dude. I like the Seoul flags up top.
Yep.
Korean flags there. I like the Nike. It's kind of digital, like a light up sign inside of a shop window.
Yeah. Like one of those neon lights.
Yeah, like an open, kind of like where you're open or, obviously you turn it off when you're not open. It's pretty dope, man.
Yeah.
Super cool.
And then the paper says, the paper is just your traditional, paper that comes with the Air Max, but it says all the countries that actually was able to design these shoes. So you have London, you have the Seoul, you have the NYC, you have the Paris, which is kind of sick. So again, part of this whole release, that's pretty cool. And then the shoes.
Let me see these things.
The shoes.
Yeah, the Aquafresh.
The Aquafresh.
The Aquafresh joints,
Hey,
for sure.
If none of you guys saw the sweet picture that I posted, man, who did it best, check out the most underrated podcast, IG. We've got some great content. JJ's killing it with the stories. We are super, super live. So if you ain't on it, you sleeping. Get on it. Most underrated podcast, IG.
At most underrated podcast, at OMG, it's TTF on whatever.
Mm-hmm.
These are not my style. These look like they would be just very uncomfortable now.
Yeah.
What do you think? I mean, I guess aren't all of these? Aren't
Yeah.
all these Air
These look
Maxes
cheaply made.
And 90
uncomfortable 97s?
So 97s are very narrow. So they're narrow and a little long. So you wide footers, this is not a shoe for you, whether you're doing the sole or you're doing any 97s.
200 retail. Huh?
Yeah, 98s are a little bit wider than 97s, but man, if you wide foot fools out there, don't even get.
Don't
this
even
pair.
try.
Don't even get this pair.
Don't even try. If you got wide.
Yeah. So what I like about this is, aside from the toothpaste look,
that's what you like?
Yeah, I do like it.
Okay,
I do like it because that's what it reminds me. Dude,
Right.
I love things that remind me of things.
What
even
do
if it's
you use
stupid.
Aquafresh?
I use Colgate now.
Okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Actually,
Actually, and I'm switching from Colgate to a more natural. I'm slowly switching to Tom's.
No way.
I am.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
And the deodorant too?
Congrats, dog.
Deodorant, yeah. Robin and I, she's definitely been on the natural deodorant stuff for quite some time. And by natural, I don't mean BO.
Find out what she uses. Because,
Yeah.
dude, everything I've ever tried to use
You
is
break out.
awful. And it doesn't work. I smell like shit or I break out. The last one I tried, I got a big old crazy rash, like a red rash for 4 days on it.
It happens, yeah. So I'm still using the Old Spice Pure Sport.
Yeah, me too, dude. That's my shit.
But I don't use
White Stick.
But I don't use antiperspirant because, dude, there are so many more chemicals in that. So I do at least have gone to the deodorant.
Mine says deodorant. It's the White Stick, right?
Yeah, which doesn't have as many chemicals, the Zytols and all these other
Oh,
crazy
yeah.
things you can't. But
I know it's not good for you, but
yeah.
I definitely use the Pure Sport in the White Stick.
That's what I use.
I don't use the gel.
Yep.
I don't use the clear shit. I like the white.
And use the deodorant.
If it ain't leaving white on the inside of my black tees, I know it ain't working.
Correct.
Or I feel like it ain't working.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
So back to these
deodorant
shoes.
combo.
So yeah, I like things that remind me of other things, even if it doesn't make sense. In this case, a toothpaste and a shoe. But I like things that have those heartfelt things that just take you back to a time,
Right.
like smells, and even if they're shitty smells, they create these memories, which is good. So I like that from that aspect.
Are you wearing these or reselling these?
There's no resale.
collecting
So no,
these?
I'm collecting these
Okay.
because on Air Max days in the future, this is going to be a cool pair to wear.
Yeah.
Just like my crepe ones that I have, just like the have a Nike day.
Dude, I can just see the toes on the black on the outside. I can just see that. I can't wait till you start wearing those.
Yeah.
I can just see the creases.
Oh, dude, they're going to be crease central.
Living.
But materials aren't that
They're
great.
gonna look like janitor shoes.
The red and blue on the shoe, I believe, is a lot
black.
lighter.
It's a nurse shoe.
It's a lot lighter.
Oh,
in
yeah,
hand.
it is.
In the pictures, it seems like really dark, but it kind of reminds you of those lights that you spoke of. Those not the fluorescent lights, but what are the
like the neon signs.
neon signs? Yeah.
Yep.
That's what that blue and red reminds me of. But I love the oversized.
I
Nike
think that's
check.
what they were going for.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
think
that
so.
red is like a neon.
It is.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be kind of for the lights of
Yep.
Seoul. You
Cool.
know, that
Oh,
city.
cool.
So
Sick.
that's the concept behind it. You know, because he's obviously from Seoul. He's very proud of where he comes from.
Yeah.
The oversized check I think is really cool because checks are.
I love that.
They're
I
not-
love the oversized check.
Me too. Me too.
I think
JJ
that-
didn't like it.
I'm a fan of it,
Yeah.
but I also I'm not a big 97 guy anyway.
Yeah. Me
So
either.
I'm just not an Air Max 97 guy. So when I'm shitting on the shoe, it's not just this shoe. It's not the creation or the vision or anything like that.
No.
But the oversized check is something I did like.
Yeah, but conceptually done, I think this shoe is awesome in terms of because it is supposed to resemble all the main lights in the capital city Seoul.
Yeah.
So I think with the way they did it, you know, the blue check on the bottom side of one shoe, red check on the other side.
Oh, nice.
The
Okay.
oversized check, which I believe it makes it more impactful, but it also has that same kind of neon feel and look around it.
Yep.
And then you've got the sole on one tongue, and then you've got the Nike check on the other one. You do have the 3M hits on the laces, which I think is always nice. You know, and it's super beatable. You can beat the hell out of this. Yes, you will see the creases because of the way this leather.
It's just
and
that
faux leather's
black,
done.
dog. Whatever the black is made out of, it
Yeah.
just looks like it is just going to be.
But I swear to you on this one, because the black outsole, the black midsole, the black everything, like this is a shoe that you could step in dog shit, clean it right off. You could. I feel like you could walk through paint and not jack this thing up that
Really?
bad.
Seems like a dad shoe.
It does look like a dad shoe a little bit. This is definitely a quintessential dad shoe, and I think it's because of the color blocking on this. There's so much black midsole, black outsole.
I'm so. I can't wait till you wear these for a day. The first day after you wear these for a full day,
Yeah.
call me and let me know how your toes are feeling.
I'm gonna wear them to SneakerCon all day.
Oh,
And
perfect.
I'm gonna
For
be
real,
I'm gonna be the anti-hype beast because there's no hype on these.
Yeah,
So I'll
yeah.
wear these.
Dope.
I'm not gonna wear the Jordan 1
Please,
Unions. I'm not gonna wear them.
You got to
shits.
buy an Aquafresh shirt.
Okay,
We
I'll
got to
do it.
get a shirt with
Okay.
like just an
I'm gonna
Aquafresh
do it.
on it, dude, and that's how you wear to sneak.
Dude, I'm ordering that
Oh.
and the Supreme Red chair. I got to order both of those.
We should get the shirt and then we'll go up to Re-Up and have them fucking screen print a most underrated podcast underneath the Aquafresh. That'll be tight.
Okay.
We're going to get you a custom joint.
Dope.
JR, we need some help, fool. When you hear this, JR, reach out, dog.
Yeah.
JJ's going to be reaching out. We need to get this going. Dow needs a shirt with an dude. We could probably have him make the whole shit. Shirt with the Aquafresh logo and then the most underrated joint. Boom, right there.
Cool.
On it.
Got it.
Dow,
that's the plan. SneakerCon.
The most neutral guy at SneakerCon. Dow Antonio.
Staying fresh, literally.
Hell yeah!
Let's go. All right, I like that.
That's what I would say about that shoe, man.
You guys want to take a look at the pink dicks?
Yes.
That's what everybody knows them, right? That follows your social now.
Oh
the
my
pink
God.
dicks.
L on the way out.
Hold up, let me grab these.
JJ, while he's grabbing that, is this so you're out on the shoe?
I don't know.
On the 97?
I'm like,
is there
in
anything
my
you like?
head,
Do you like anything?
I'm comparing it to the Sean Witherspoon, which I probably shouldn't be doing
You
because
can't.
these are kind of supposed to be two different shoes.
You are because of the design.
Yeah, the design,
Okay,
like
gotcha.
the whole contest is like, I don't know. It feels like a letdown in a way, but
Sure.
I could kind of see where he was coming from with the design. But like,
Does it feel like
I
a
haven't
letdown
ever
because there's
been-
no hype and resell?
no.
That's not why. Okay.
When I
was
think
making
of
sure.
Soul,
We're just
I
asking
think,
the 19-year-old. Right? We want to know.
When I think of Seoul, I think of literally the most colorful place with neon lights
Yeah.
just everywhere.
Like Vegas
Just-
times 10.
Yeah, exactly. And then it's just like, well, good job.
I think
matched a toothpaste bottle.
I think what they tried to do was make it black and then make those colors really pop off the black. And I'm
Yeah.
not sure that the 97 was the right model to do that. That's,
And it just
I
kind of
totally see
like-
where you're coming from. It
it's
could
just-
be way more, like it could have represented Soul a lot better, in
It
my
looked-
opinion. But I'm
like,
also not a
nothing
97
against
guy.
a designer, but it just seems like a little kid designed this. Like, I don't know. I feel like so much more work and creativity could really have gone into
You
this.
sound depressed. You sound like you're really fighting with this one, JJ. It sounds like you're doing some.
Well, like I'm
fighting for my life.
I will say I really like some parts of it. Like I like these kind of blue and will you call that pink or orange? Like stripes. Those are dope, but just I don't know. It looks like a dad shoe. I feel like there's too much black. There needs to be more color. Like this is a shoe that you need to be walking down the mother effing street and people are turning their heads looking at this shit.
And this is not the one.
Yes.
So what if they're not turning their heads though?
Then you just need to go back to designing it and redesign something that will turn heads.
Then you need to get an Aquafresh shirt with the most underrated podcast below it to help make this pop and bring the fit
I guess
to
so.
perfect.
But I will say, people are gonna love that shirt with these shoes. I'll give you
Sick.
that. So
I'm glad we planned my outfit
Yeah,
for
no
SneakerCon
kidding.
That's so
in the
sick.
cast. Yeah.
And
Dog,
here's what
is
I
there any way you could get some pants that are red, white, and blue too?
Well, I won't wear it black because JJ, that's all you say I wear. So I'll figure something out for
I
you.
appreciate it, man.
Is there any way you could wear those 3-year-old H&M joggers that DJ Crush and everyone and their mom is very
Dude.
curious that you're wearing in every single photo? It's
You
the
know
same
what?
You know what's
joggers,
even crazy?
3 years old
Dog,
H&M.
I don't get hit with DMs as near the heaviness that you do. They were on fire. What's going on? Can I just donate these pants? Who wants them? Just who wants them? Like, let me. I think they're size 32, maybe 33. If you guys really want them that bad, I mean, I don't know. You guys are now. I see how hype's created. I get it.
That's how it goes.
I understand it now.
The funny thing is that music underneath.
I should have quadrupled up on those things.
Dude, you seriously, you could have those would have a ton of resale.
I think I had 3 pairs because
Okay.
because it was like the first jogger I ever bought.
Yeah, and they were good, right?
Yeah,
That was they
and
were
I
good
think I
quality.
donated already 2 of them to Goodwill because I was like, what the fuck?
Well, they get faded like a mug, dude.
You need to use Woolite.
They get so faded.
I haven't been using Woolite.
Those things are like a college girl on a Friday night. Faded, bro. Mad. I'm serious. They're
yeah,
just.
they do.
That's just the way they get. They're just cheap. You know what I mean? It's kind of like Zara, Forever 21, H&M. None of that stuff is made to hold up for a long period of
Right.
time. It's made to get you on a night out tonight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
It's
you
made-
go buy it and you
it's-
throw it on tonight and wear it, and
Yeah.
then whatever happens.
It's
you know?
made to get you laid in the present, not necessarily in the future.
Yes. I would completely agree with that. If
Gotcha.
And my last thing about these shoes, I was hearing sort of on Twitter and Instagram both that the other pairs weren't like the quality wasn't as great as I guess Nike was trying to make it sound.
On here?
Yeah, or not on these, but the other pairs that dropped, like those all kind of baby blue ones that had like 3 tabs on the back.
Do you know which ones he's talking about? 3 tabs on the back.
Oh yeah,
baby blue
those
ones.
are the Shanghais.
Oh,
the
Shanghai.
Shanghais,
Okay. Yeah.
Like those, I heard they weren't as great as Nike was making out.
And is this some of the stuff that was supposed to be coming out on Air Max Day that they pushed back a little bit?
That's what we all wonder because
Wow.
of the marketing.
Right.
We don't know.
Maybe the products just weren't that good, and they spun it that way to us.
That's
Maybe it's
one of the rumors.
That was the
of
spin.
Sean just pulling out last minute there, and then being like, F. We need to come up with something now, and the best thing, like...
Well, but these people who have designed these shoes, I mean, this contest started, over a year ago, obviously.
Right.
So I mean, this has been in production, but the fact that where it landed in the time frame, I think is arguable.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so let's look at these, man. So if you missed my social media the other day, I said on Instagram that these they just give me like a flesh tone, like. I don't know.
Who did you scar yesterday?
What's up?
Who did you scar yesterday on Instagram? I just know some dude sent you a DM. Is like, I can never look at these the same.
Oh yeah, a bunch of people sent me that, dude. A bunch of people were like, that was probably the biggest response I'd gotten to something in a while. But just look at the bottom. It just looks like skin. It just looks like they just look like flesh, bro.
Dog.
The
Damn
shoe,
it.
The
Now
shoe.
hearing that and seeing that, oh my gosh,
These
that's
just look
so
like
weird.
It looks like skin, dog. It just looks like I said,
some cannibalism.
Maybe a
type
pink
shit.
dick was a little harsh, but
That's very fleshy though.
Fleshy, bro.
Very
like,
flesh tone. Very very fleshy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't mess with these, man. It is more.
You go to the porn store and look at a like a dildo or a pocket pussy or one of those things. Look at that. That's the exact same shit. I can't unsee the flesh vibes.
hell,
this gave me.
man?
What? It gave me a flesh vibes, dog. What do you mean? I know you never stepped in a porno store, but back in the day, it was hard to watch porno, bro. We didn't always have internet. You had to go. There was a search going on. I mean, I think I told you guys the story.
was a
on the
trial.
cast. Yeah, you had to go ride your bikes miles, go to the woods, dig under a wood stump, and find a Playboy and just to see some bush,
dude. So
work.
aside from the flesh tones that we see here, this is one of the worst qualities I've ever seen.
Right?
Dude, you press on that toe box, that feels like cardboard.
Dude, it's going to be...
That toe box is the most cardboard toe box I have felt on a Jordan 1 in a long-ass time.
Game Royal.
This is worse than Game Royal.
Wow.
I'll say it right now. This shit is worse than Game Royal. No wonder why everybody thought these were going to be hot and why they are definitely not hot.
You know
these are dog shit.
It's like what they tried to do was just for switching sake, just to be different. It's like they tried to switch it up. They tried to put the tumbled leather on the toe box or the front of the toe here, and then in the mid instead of the toe box. They should have put this leather here.
Yeah.
Right? And they should have put the smooth leather just like they've been doing.
For comfort purposes, absolutely, dude.
Right.
There's no way I'd put my foot in this.
Right.
Because I'd have dick feet.
Did you see the insole?
No.
The insole's
Oh, the insole. Dude, that is one of the best looking pinks I've ever seen.
I know. It's literally...
That pink is nice.
Doug, look at it.
Oh yeah, almost the same.
Is it acronym Presto pink? Look at that. I got both of them. I'm wearing the acronym Presto still.
This one is a shade darker. A shade darker, maybe. You remember?
You're right.
You have glasses on. Remember, but a shade.
You're
a
right.
Skosh, maybe even one would say. Darker.
Maybe just a scope.
A skosh. Dude, that's the pink they should have used. They shit the bed on materials, and they give you the shittiest pair of green laces I have ever seen in my life. What are we doing?
I have no idea. I'm very lost by the concept of the shoe. I'm very lost by the...
Whose pair is this?
Joey's.
Can he return these?
Yeah, he said. I think he's going to.
Good. This is bad.
I was like,
this
Joey,
is bad.
as a friend, I can't let this be your first Jordan 1 guy. Because
This is his first Jordan 1?
I don't know if it's his first ever. I know he had some dunks back in the day, but I know I'm 99% sure he doesn't have any Jordan 1s in his collection right now. So I'm like, dude, I can't let this be the first.
Wow. Dude.
I can't. The pink dick ones, it can't be the first. I can't let him do it. So I'm glad you got to see him in person. I did get a fair amount of hate from people.
I'm not glad.
Not a fair amount, but I did get a few hates. People saying I was being a hater.
At what? Addressing your opinion on a flesh tone,
that's what I said.
worst quality Jordan 1 that I've seen this year?
There was not more than a couple messages back and forth because how can you really go back and forth? Like, all right, cool. You like the pink dick ones? I don't.
Yeah.
Like,
have you
what's
seen
up?
the shoe in person? Have you wore the shoe?
Right.
Are you trying to hype it up and make resale bigger than what it is because it never will be?
Where's the other shoe tree? Did you pull it out or no?
Oh. I didn't pull.
Did you got the shoe tree out?
No. I
Yeah.
never touched the shoes.
Oh, Joey maybe pulled it out and then put it in his or threw it away or something. But anyway, the laces that come with, so you have the pink laces, but then they also have green eyelets on them.
That's cool. But
Or aglets, I'm sorry.
I mean, it doesn't make a lot of sense. I
Why
don't get
why
it, but
green?
I don't know.
Why the green lace tips there? It doesn't make any sense to me.
Because these are called the Crimson ones, correct?
And then JJ tried to spin me a little bit of this the other day. Check this out. He's sitting here
Okay.
staring at the shoe.
Before
Just a
you
second. But just a second. Let me finish the story. Then you can rebut. He's sitting here staring at the shoe, looking, and I look up and I see him looking at the shoe. I go back down. I'm doing my work. I look up. I see him still staring at the shoe. And I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, man, at the right angle, this black kind of looks green. And I'm like, no, there's no way. 3 different people came in. John Hanna was in here. He's like, that's a pretty deep black. I was like, yeah, I don't see any green. If you look at this in the right angle, in the right light, if you stare at it long enough, does this ostrich skin become green?
Nope.
Any kind of green?
Nope.
Is it like one of those things in art where you look and you're trying to find the guy and you just stare at it for an hour and all of a sudden you find the guy?
No, or the
shape. The shape or whatever it was.
Yeah, no, I don't see a ship.
Yeah.
I don't see any green. JJ.
All right, go ahead, JJ. What do you have to say about that?
I have a feeling it has something to do with the fact that I stare at computer screens way too long.
Oh, we need to get you with Ascent Eyes. How we need to get you the blue light.
I don't know. It's just, I feel like it was one of those things of like, kind of deep inside of me, like I was trying to make my eyes try to see green to kind of like.
All right, good. I'm glad you went there because I was going to call you nuts. Yeah. But I'm glad you. Yeah, I'm glad you went there.
I was going to go say, did you go to the weed shop across the street on your lunch?
No.
Okay, good.
Well. All right, let's. Do you guys have anything more in sneakers? Anything more you wanted to get to? I mean, we covered a ton of sneaker stuff. We talked about the releases earlier this week,
right?
So there just wasn't a ton of sneakers and fashion. We already talked Supreme, all that stuff. You ready to jump into YouTube comments?
Let's do it.
All right, let's. Let me refresh here just to make sure I got the most.
Most
up
thing
to date.
here.
Yeah.
This is more fashion related, but Ambush, if you guys were watching the story, you guys would have found out that Ambush dropped a $3,000 crumpled can shoulder bag.
I saw it on the story.
What is going on with high fashion? That's all I honestly have to say here. It's made out of, ironically, 100% sterling silver, same as a Lombardi.
Nice.
And so I'm like, I can see this just crumpling up too. It sounds like if you're taking it out for batting practice, but yeah, what the hell is wrong with society?
Ridiculous.
But other than that, I have nothing else to say.
We're in a world where we can push the envelope, and
you pay for a name.
If people are willing to spend it, they'll do it.
You pay for a name, dog.
All right, man. YouTube comments. Let's jump in here. Brian the Philly Plug up first. What up, homies? Man, the thumbnail looked fresh, especially TTF in that shirt. Appreciate it. We had the Stone Cold Uncivilized shirt from the homie Brian here. Last cast, we learned the infamous hand spin. Not going to lie, but my hand doesn't bend as much as yours. What do you mean, dog? You can't do this? You just put your hand out and you put your fingers down. And it creates like a little...
I think mine looks about the same as yours. You got bigger mitts than I do.
That's what I was going to say. I think the fact that I have big hands helps me contribute to controlling the shoe. But not to say it's not possible if you don't have big hands, you know?
This with your hand?
Hey, JJ, I don't know what that is. We're not... This guy's doing hand tricks in the corner.
JJ's trying to make hand puppets on the wall.
I have no idea what just happened. I'm getting back to the comments, though.
Yeah.
Take that L on the way out.
Like Dow in the last cast, I was trying to bend my hand like yours, and I'm not sure we can bend it as much as you. Secondly, fuck. Sorry, TTF's aunt, but the Supreme Hot Wheels sold out so fast this morning was the only thing I wanted this week.
Mm-hmm.
I got $5. Also, I got $5 on Dustin Johnson. He wants in on the tournament bet.
Who's this?
Brian the Philly Plug.
Dang, everyone does.
I know Jesse came in here. He wanted money in on it too. Should we let fools in on it? We already have 3 of the golfers. I don't know. We'll have to make a decision.
There's like 2 more, so that would be perfect.
Dow, did your Atmos Air Max 2s have a lot of weird creasing on the toe? My left shoe after wearing it had weird creasing in the yellow part of the toe box. Now I do wear a 12, so it may differ. Also wore mine on a humid day and the clear part got fogged up with moisture.
Yep.
Took mine back to Nike because of that, and also see them under retail now elsewhere.
Yep.
Dal, what do you say?
Under retail, absolutely. Alluded to that last cast. I have heard of condensation is the word that we're looking for.
A little foggy.
A little foggy, little froggy condensation.
Yep.
I've heard that. I've seen it on my Twitter timelines, but I did not have any of it because obviously we don't have humidity. Colorado is one of the, Denver especially, is one of the driest climates that you'll ever go to aside from Arizona's. But I don't foresee us or me seeing that unless it's a rainy day and I wore them. But I've heard of that issue, and creases, mine look dope so far, and I have 1 day of use on them. That's it. I haven't, because I work too damn much. I can't wear cool shoes to work. And I hype beast laced mine, so no creases yet, but I could see how that could happen. He's not far off.
He continues along. What is going on with the Rockies? My Phillies have looked pretty damn good. All the new pieces are meshing well. Lastly, good luck to your Denver Nuggets tonight. 76ers are also playing, so hopefully both of our teams get the dub. Appreciate it, dog.
The Rockies playing the Phillies tonight?
Yes, dude. Actually, they start a series, a 4-game series. They go. Are
you going tonight?
I was gonna try to hit the. I think Joey's going tonight. I thought about trying to hit it. I think I might try to hit it on.
The weekend or Sunday?
Yeah, Easter Sunday.
Oh.
With my fam. My aunts are already going. Two of my aunts are going. Roselli might be going. So
that'd be perfect,
I might try to see if I can make that happen. Let me just double check. I think it's a 4-game series. Well, it has to be, right, if they're going Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep. Philly's in town for a 4-gamer Thursday through Sunday. We get to see Harper all weekend.
Dope.
So I definitely feel like I got to get out there once to see Bryce.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
Got you.
See if he's living up to the hype.
Yeah. Well, actually, the Rockies, dude, they started out rough. They're on a 3-game win streak. They took down San Francisco in the last game of that series, and they've swept the Padres in a little 2-gamer. So now we're going in fresh with the Phillies. I think the Rocks are. It's been slow. We're just trying not to
slow moving for sure.
We don't want to. We want to let everyone know we're not not here to sneak up on anyone.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
160 plus games in the season.
Lot of time left.
Okay,
a lot of time left. We don't need to blow our load all coming out the gate.
That's correct.
Dirty DJ is in. Another fire cast, fellas. Dow definitely got my interest. Excuse me, with the Air Max Light Atmos 2, especially under retail. I was a big fan of what the Kobe 8s. What the Kobe 8s, sorry. Nice. I was a big fan of the What the Kobe 8s and regret selling my pair when I went all crazy with the Boost. I think a lot of people did that. Totally. I think that was a lot of people that were like, Boost is life, it's over, never going to wear another shoe again, selling everything I have. I know Chris Roberts here did that. He sold like a ton of his Jordans, a ton of his like Heat he used to have because he started unloading. It was Yeezys, it was Boost, and then I think a lot of people that did that kind of regret, like, I kind of wanted those back.
Yeah.
Kind of want to get those back.
Smart people had, from an investment standpoint, had to move some pairs to buy some pairs, so I get it.
Look forward to see where the cast heads with Patreon, even though I don't know much about it, other than all those so-called IG models selling exclusive content for Patreon members. Take that L on the way out.
Take that L on the way out.
Can't knock some of the people's hustle, though. TTF, glad you mentioned the sizing on the Clay V2s because my 11.5s are huge. Definitely need to grab an 11 if anyone has one. So hit up the homie Dirty DJ if you got an 11. He's looking to, I don't know if he wants to swap or just cop from you, but if you got one, man, let him know. Yeah. Shout out to Dirty DJ for coming through. I think the Clays, I mentioned them on my story again yesterday. They are officially my favorite V2.
Yep.
Love the color. Oh, dude, I'm going to get another pair and I love the way they look so much now that I don't even want to lace swap them. I just want to buy another pair and lace swap those. Dude, they're so good. The quality is so good that you pick the shoe up and you can actually like squish the Boost in the shoe. Like you could squish the whole outsole almost together. The prime knit is soft. Everything is...
man, that's what sucks about working a corporate job, man. I can't wear any cool shoes, man.
Right.
So I'm sitting.
Right.
Then quit.
Then quit.
The homie Golden Eye is in. Tiger Woods, y'all.
Hell yeah.
Dow, glad I wasn't the only one tearing up seeing Tiger win the Masters.
Good man.
She sits alone out here.
All right. I feel like I got to keep this under. Franchise, hope you had a chance. I can't keep that under my mess up. Franchise, hope you had a chance to check out the Soul Links on Twitter. This is some advice. Listen up. This fool's laying down game here. Downloading the free SolLinks app in the App Store and turning on notifications is the way to go. It beats J23 app by 3 to 10 seconds. SolLinks definitely deserves the credit for helping me cop the shock drop Jordan 4 breads on Monday.
Dope.
Another bad Supreme week, 1, maybe 2 decent items. Seeing all those Me Adidas makes me regret not getting more. All those colorways are straight fire. Solid cast, guys. Oh shit! I gotta turn this back up and give you a proper. There we go. Yeah, dude, he put me up on game, so I'm gonna check that out because he told me the SolLinks Twitter account has actually been a little bit quicker than J23,
wow.
but he said the SolLinks app is even quicker than that. So the SolLinks app is what it sounds like is the way to go, and this is why you motherfuckers listen to the cast.
Do it.
So you can get put up on some info. The homie Doug is in. I'll be you, Doug. I need that sound for him. I need that sound for him. Doug Geiger, another thumbs up.
The Gigar.
Another thumbs up for the in a fire cast, boys. Keep up the great work, fellas. Also sucks being a Pistons fan right now. Tom Gores has to go as an owner. Can you believe some Pistons fans here on Michigan were celebrating making the playoffs as an 8 seed? LOL. I guess I mean we were celebrating making the playoffs as an 8 seed for the Avalanche. So I don't know. I don't think that's that bad. I guess it's 2 teams that are going in totally different directions and 2 teams that are also, no, I guess not going in 2 different directions, but 2 totally different sports. I mean, we all don't, no one sees the Pistons going past the first round.
Right.
Let's be real. The Bucks are tough. Giannis is tough.
Yeah.
I don't see them getting out of that series. And then, but the Avalanche, they're on the other side, shocking.
Yeah.
They're pulling Tampa Bay, not Tampa Bay, not quite Tampa Bay Lightning style, but they're trying to, close it out in 5 here in Calgary.
Pretty close.
Friday night. Let's get it going.
Yep.
So a little bit different there. We were celebrating too, but I get it, man. I get it. Pistons will be there, dude. You guys got a young core. I think they're going to be good for years to come. Still making moves. Shout out to the homie Doug for coming through. Jeff Kirby, I'm going back a podcast, but I wanted to thank you guys for the shout out for winning the first most underrated bracket challenge. There you go.
Yeah, shout out to Jeff.
Jeff took it down. I still can't believe I didn't get any love for my bracket name though. Kais can't handle my bracket. That was really funny.
That was good though, yeah.
I know. I'm sorry about that, Doug. I got the money from Dow that evening that he said he would send it and immediately went to look for a pair of kicks that I'd been wanting on StockX. However, I quickly stopped myself. If I've learned anything from you two, it's to use the opportunities I have to appreciate my wife. So instead, I let her know about my good fortune, called up the babysitter for our 3 kids, and planned a night out for my wife and me.
That's what's up, my dude.
My man. Hell yeah.
He's getting fit. He's getting the love tank right.
Dude, his life is on all cylinders right now. He's got the Peloton bike.
He's living the Peloton life.
No shit, huh?
That's what's up.
Peloton life with the Peloton wife on the Peloton bike.
That's what I'm saying. Your life changing.
All right, let me get back to it. That is sick. I just got excited for him about that. That's just so dope, man.
That's awesome.
We ended up trying out a new spot that I've been wanting to take her to for a couple years now, and then went and bought her some new Lululemon pants to delay going home. So thank you to the 3 of you for setting up the competition, and thank you to the listeners who paid to participate. You all helped me fill up my wife's love tank, and thus the money went to a good place. It's like the cast has gone full circle. Dude, I want to end the cast right there. Like, that's so sick.
Mic drop, we're out of here.
Right. That is
Have a nice life, fellas.
That is somebody that's literally taken this cast to places that I didn't even think
possible.
The way it's helped out, the way that people in the community paid for his night out, but he still earned it through the win, and then he took it and spent it on his lady. Like, all of it is just the most fire and the reason that we do this show. Like, I can't be any happier right now.
Yeah.
That's incredible. On a separate note, I really love TTF's idea of doing a vlog about all the sneakers he owns that he regrets purchasing. I can't wait until those Atmos joints are on Dallas regret list come July. That's good. Gosh, this is a great comment. Even though he was saying they were his favorite sneaker on the cast, resist the hype. Wear what you love, everyone. Keep running this shit back every Monday and Thursday. You guys continue to kill it, cast after cast.
Dope.
Bam. That is a comment right there, man. Dude, I'm so glad that you're getting so much out of the show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad that you thought about your wife and you thought about taking that out instead of spending the money on StockX.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to get popped up. Me and my girl, we got chiropractic appointments. We've been having some back and neck stuff. So we're actually going to get popped up today. That's not cheap. So I'm spending some money on that. But it's like a nice little thing, you know. She's excited about it. She feels good about it, and it's good for both of us. Like we're getting cracked up, we get to relax, spend some time together. So just little stuff like that, man. If you're in a bad relationship and you don't feel like, if you think about that and you hear that and you're like, man, that sounds terrible, I don't want to dump you, lady.
Yeah.
Get a new lady. If your lady doesn't make you want to feel like that, get a new lady. I'm telling you, man, it's a waste of time. You're wasting your time because it's never going to work out for you. Right. You want to feel that way. You want to stop at the yarn store and get your lady some specific yarn that she really wants just to make her happy. Yeah. You want to freaking just go drop off breakfast. If you don't want to do these nice things, I'm not saying it's every day because then all of a sudden it's not special.
Sure.
I'm saying once in a while, something's up. Maybe she's having a bad day or just everything's fine and you just do it out of the blue. It's helpful, man.
It is.
It's really helpful, fellas. So do that shit. King Coop is up next. Been watching you since way before the cast and loved everything you've done. Can't wait to see where the cast goes. Also, what are your thoughts on the Supreme BMW M3 Hot Wheels collab? I personally love it, and it's a must cop. Bro, King Coop, thanks for coming through, dog. Appreciate the support for a long time. I love that shit. I thought the car was cool. We talked a little bit about it. Nothing that I needed. Like, I don't have to have it, kind of pay resale. Dal does. I don't think Dal's ever going to get it because I don't think it's going to be $50.
Nope.
But I think that was probably one of the best items available today.
Yeah,
Spring's been weak so far, man. There really hasn't been a ton of tight shit.
Yeah.
So next up, the homie Landon is in. I used to ride BMX when I was younger and also loved watching motocross, so it's pretty cool to hear you guys mention it. Also loved the Klima Ultra Boosts. I have a pair with the red upper, gold heel cup and stripes, black boost, and yellow outsole. Absolutely one of my favorite pairs of shoes and just love the Klimas in general. Looking forward to hearing yours and other ideas for Patreon. Maybe have different exclusive merch for some Patreon supporters, kind of how Teddy has his friends and family program. Awesome cast as always. Glad you guys are back. Appreciate you, love the Me Adidas, dude. I think that is one of my favorite Ultra Boost models. It gives you a 1.0 vibe, but it gives you all the comfort of the new models that the 1.0 really didn't have. Because, I mean, let's be real. The 1.0 is probably the least comfortable. It fits a little bit tighter. It's not as flexy. You do got to size up a little bit, but the Klimas are just perfect. They're kind of like a 1.0, a perfect version of a 1.0, man.
And they breathe way more.
That's what I'm saying. And so you can make them anything you want. Yeah. That was what was great.
Totally.
And that's why I love them. And I don't care what anyone says. I will be rocking Klimas. I'll be copping Klima. Like, I don't care if there's no hype behind them. I love them.
Yeah,
I love them.
Sure. And his comment about the obviously the X Games and missing some of those old ones that we grew up with. Man, super huge. You know, the Degans. And I mean, Metal Militia now is not really a joke, but I mean, you know, they're not in the limelight, but some of the things that they were doing, the CKY-esque stuff, Tony Hawk, you know, doing the 720s and the 900, like I remember these things, dude, and they were pivotal points. Now the athletes are great, but it just doesn't. It just feels different
for sure.
You know, that's all.
Yep, no doubt. Next up, the homie Eric K. My favorite part of the cast is TTF reading the emojis in the comments. Classic. And then the dog the bounty hunter SBs equals, and then he has a dog shit in emojis. Eric, that's your favorite part of the cast, dog. Me reading the emojis. I feel like we do a lot of good things, and it's your favorite part of that. My guy,
you got to read more emojis, guy.
Take that L on the way out.
Come on, dog. Like that's your E.
Yeah.
Take that L on the way out.
Let me say it again. E.
Take that L on the way out.
I'm just messing with you, but that's pretty funny. I think here's the thing about the dog the bounty hunter SB dunks. The walk the dogs. What are they called? The dog walkers or walk the dogs?
Walk the dogs.
Walk the dogs. The walk the dog dunks are not a shoe that maybe some people are waiting, like can't wait to wear them. I don't think most people are like, oh, I can't wait to get the shoe and wear it. It's not really that type of shoe. It's more of a collector shoe. Mm-hmm. So if you're not a shoe collector, I could see where you don't really like it because the thing is wild and ugly and weird. But all the little details, all the little special things about the shoe, I don't even know what it comes in, but I bet the box is cool.
Yeah.
Like all that stuff.
Or it could just be one of those SB boxes. But still, it's the turquoise and the black box. Who knows?
Nah. I saw comes in a dog kennel.
That'd be sick. I bet not.
Take that L on the way out.
I made that up.
Yeah.
All right. But that'd be
sick,
a little dog carrier.
Oh, dude. Dude, they call him a pet taxi, fool.
That would a pet taxi.
I think
These
that's
joints
what-
just come in a pet taxi.
Pet taxi.
That would be ill. But no, I don't think it's a shoe to like that everyone's geeked to rock. I think it's a shoe that everyone's just geeked to have in hand and check out because all the
Especially
cool
if
shit.
you're a dog lover, dude.
Right. I don't even like dogs. And I think
I'm
the
so
shoe's
glad this came out because I'm trying to get Robin into sneakers just to at least hear a story.
Right.
And she at least had one ear open on
cool.
this
Dope.
one. So that's
Here's
cool.
what we need to do though, because we're getting our IG, we're getting our YouTube stuff going. We're gonna have to create a little, just a little funny video where you're wearing them and you do step in dog poop in them.
Dang, I don't think I can do that.
You're getting 3 pairs.
Okay, if I get 3 pairs.
Get out of here. The homie Adam is up next. I believe the 621 on Uncivilized sticker is the street number of the workshop.
Oh, dope.
Pretty dope.
Good.
Dope. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Oh, shit. This is a huge comment. Hold up. All right. You ready? The mock turtleneck shirt was vintage Woods. He wore that when he won the Masters in 2005, so he decided to break them back out last week. So sick. I didn't know that either.
You think?
Great shit.
I don't know. I
That's
didn't
what
hear
he said.
that.
That's what
I was
he said.
tuned into the Masters all weekend. I don't know, but that may be so.
That's what he said. Look it up.
I'll believe it.
The homie Adam. Tiger's comeback is absolutely incredible. I, too, shed a tear, Dal.
Good man.
I should have just cut that to the let her cry part.
No doubt. Yeah, hopefully people know.
I too shed a tear, Dow. Tiger is by far my favorite athlete of all time, so there may be a bit of bias in my opinion.
Totally.
But there's no question this is one of the greatest comebacks in sports history and by far the most difficult to accomplish. Between the multitude of injuries and surgeries and public shaming, the addiction to painkillers, and the rehab for various things, Tiger has been through literal hell. Granted, some of this was his own doing, arguably all of it, as his training regimen in the past gets blamed for his injury issues. Most men would crumble in the face of these things. Not only did he not crumble, he completely rebuilt himself, his game, and his image in the matter of 2 years. To go from 1,199th in the world and not be able to hardly walk, to rebuilding every piece of your golf swing and having the game to take down the deepest, strongest, most talented, and most powerful players we've ever seen on a tour is the stuff of legends. It just doesn't happen because it's not supposed to. Yep. He now sits at number 6 in the world and climbing. I said it after East Lake last year, but I think it rings even truer now. 18 majors is no longer the measuring stick of greatness in golf. That's outdated thinking in my opinion. This is the peak of the mountain, and Tiger sits rightfully perched at the top. Mm-hmm. One of Tiger's U.S. Open wins came at Bethpage, which is where they're headed for the PGA in a few weeks. Yep. Don't sleep. It's going to be bananas. Dude.
I could agree. Now, great comment. I want to add one thing to that, and I shared it with you earlier, but check this out. So Michael Jordan came to Twitter and had to talk about Tiger, so I find this very fitting. So Michael Jordan comes out and says...
I didn't see that.
This is Michael Jordan on Tiger Woods' Masters win.
Okay.
He says, I took 2 years off to play baseball, but nothing like that. He had to change his game. To me, it was the greatest comeback I've ever seen.
Dude, that's huge of Michael.
From
When does Michael
the
give any credit to
Never,
anybody?
Never.
He didn't even give anyone credit at his retirement speech. He was roasting fools.
Dude, he's the most retired, most competitive old man you'll ever meet.
Hell yeah.
And for him to come out and say
that was so cool, man.
Wow.
That was so cool.
Wow.
That is the ultimate support. For a man that doesn't give any support, that's the ultimate right there. I love that.
Correct.
Loved it. He finishes up here. You guys briefly mentioned Brian Deegan and the transition from motocross to car racing and some of the and that some of these guys make. His daughter Haley currently races in NASCAR's developmental at K&N West Series and leads the point standings so far this season.
Wow.
She has 2 career wins. Career wins. You'll definitely be hearing about her in NASCAR in the future. Adam. Appreciate you, dog. Great comment. Full of insight.
Lot to the cast.
No doubt. Full of insight. Loved it. I love the passion, bro.
Yeah.
I just love the passion. Reading the comment, I felt the passion, and I hope I was able to echo the passion that you wanted to get across here on the cast, man. Appreciate you coming through. The homie Matthew is in. I think Tiger has a good shot to win both the PGA Championship and the U.S. Open just because it's at Bethpage, Black, and Pebble Beach, both places he won major championships before. Yep. Great podcast, boys. Boom. Look at these. A lot of golf aficionados up here. I didn't know you guys were golf heavy.
I'm going to stick to golf. I like it.
Hell yeah. Al Brune is in. Blue bubbles are life. Stringstein.
JJ, for you.
That's you.
Appreciate it.
Welcome back to the cast, JJ.
Sorry.
That John Denver's full
wrong
of
one.
shit, man.
All right, never mind.
Works.
Blake P is in. I'd throw down 20 a month on Patreon, depending how much you Depending on how much you collect, you could host giveaways for cash, streetwear, kicks, etc. for your subscribers who contribute, maybe once a week, month, or even a quarter. I think that's a great idea. I think that's super cool. I would love to I'm hoping we can get a partnership with like StockX or we can get something like that so we can give back to you guys.
And thanks for the idea, because we did ask for anybody's help and support if anybody had any suggestions. So thank you for that comment.
No doubt. Carlos Sanchez, TTF coming through with the free sneaker spinning lessons, LOL, with the crying face emoji. I don't think anyone learned anything from those lessons. Let's be real. I don't think anyone is any better at spinning the shoe.
Yeah.
I think people are still cracking themselves in the head with it. People are still sending me videos of them not able to spin it
and complaining that their hand doesn't bend that way.
Yeah. Now we got. Now we have hand excuses from the Philly plug. Here we go.
Philly plug says I can't do it.
He said his hand doesn't bend as much. I don't know.
He doesn't have the bendy. Bend it like Beckham. I don't know what to tell you.
Mike the Man is in. Another exceptional cast, boys. I was crying when you hit JJ with the bitch shots after the Nelly lyrics. Damn, dog, you did him dirty. I love that we just titled those bitch shots because that's what they actually are titled on my on my thing. It says bitch shots. Oh, that's so funny.
That's tight.
Appreciate you, Mike the Man, always coming through. The homie Mark is up next. Tiger's comeback was incredible, but you can't discount the Cavs coming back from a 3-1 deficit in the NBA Finals against the best regular season team ever with the first unanimous MVP. He had to keep that alive. You know, you get the joke, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, Dallas.
But I'm sleeping.
Jesus. Yes. Mark, thank you for keeping that alive. I loved it.
I'm sleeping.
And there was there were people in the comments that loved it too. The homie Fayaz. Is it Fayaz? I think it's Fayaz.
Fayaz.
One of the players, Finau, I think, had the Air Max 1s on, he said. I did not notice that.
Along with Jason Day, I believe,
really?
had some Air Max 1s.
Dope.
Yep.
JJ's kicks, fire, intro. My man TTF always got the music on point. Diversity is in the muff, in house, and that is dope AF. Jay. Appreciate you, Jay, as always, dog. Coming through. Paul is up next. A gambler placed $85K on Tiger Woods winning the Masters in a golf tournament at 14-1 odds. Got a payout of $1.2 million. The best and largest gambling win on any golf bet ever. Paul, what are you doing, my man? We talked about that on the last cast,
Didn't we discuss it, Paul?
We talked about the whole thing, Paul. What are you doing, Paul? Let me give you one more of those, Paul. Jay Nasty's up next. TTF, great point on A-Rod. Shouldn't be hard to get Pete Rose where he belongs. Hall of Fame. Agreed. Tiger officially holds the greatest comeback ever. No. Everyone loving Tiger on that shit.
Yeah.
Water on Mars. Bro, those Air Maxes are fire as fuck. This is one of those times I wish y'all had more of a couch like set up like FSR so those could have been on the screen the whole time. Loved them.
Hey, that's good good feedback.
No doubt.
I like that.
Yeah. I think we're
I never thought about that people can't actually see. Yeah, I mean,
that's another thing, dude. We're working on setup and all that stuff is different. So don't worry, dog. Water on Mars. We got you.
We coming.
Gregory is up next. Chris Davis played for the Baltimore Orioles, not the White Sox. I totally got to take the L.
Take that L on the way out.
I misspoke like a mug. I think I had a story of the White Sox, or I had something on my screen to do because I had all my shit up and for some reason I said White Sox. Definitely, just misspoke. What can you do? Then here's the irony of it. I saved this is best for last because this is so funny. Here's the irony of this shit. This gentleman, I don't know what the deal. I don't even know how to say your username, dog. I don't. You and I really don't vibe. I don't know what the deal is. You've been coming in here since I've had vlogs, talking shit every episode. So I don't know what your beef is with me personally. I don't know if you're just a weirdo. I honestly don't know. But here's what I do know. This literally went full circle, and I loved the shit out of this because the disrespect that you've come in and shown my channel since I've started the channel and never said one thing positive and never been encouraging and never said, hey, that was really good, man, but I didn't like this, but hey, I'd appreciate if maybe you did some of this sometime. Never gave anything positive, just Mr. fucking negative every time. I love that this happened to you. He came in here and he said, I've been a White Sox fan since 94 with the crying face because I misspoke and said White Sox. And people flamed the shit out of him because he's a White Sox fan and doesn't even know that Chris Davis doesn't play for his motherfucking team. What? I love that shit. And then now, an F Game of Thrones, shut up and drop the lame shock value comment. Back to the negativity, right?
Yeah.
They're directed at you because I think that was at you.
Yeah,
I think
because
you said F Game of
I've
Thrones.
never watched it. I don't give a shit. It's not whatever shock value or whatever.
Right.
You can eat my balls.
I don't think we're not on a platform to create shock value.
No.
shock value would be clickbait. That
Yeah.
would be me putting in the comments F Game of Thrones as the title of the podcast. Did I even mention Game of Thrones in the
Sure did.
in the where's the shock value you speak of, my guy? I got to hit you with another one. You're really anyways. It goes down the list. A bunch of people clap back at him. You clap back. Shut the fuck up, Pipsqueak. You've been a White Sox fan. The homie X Ripped came in. You've been a White Sox fan since '94, but didn't even know Chris Davis played for the Orioles, and you're and not your shit team. Loser. Jeff Kirby was in. You only think you're a Sox fan. In actuality, you just bought a Sox hat so you could black out the part of the O to make it say sex.
Sex, like we
all
all
your
did.
virgin, like all the other virgin gangsters did in the early '90s.
Oh man, I remember that too.
I do too. That
God,
is
I
so
remember that
good.
time.
Kirby is on fire in this bitch. Jay Nasty, in other words, pick another podcast to throw shade at, homie. You'll get eaten alive in here. That's right. We got fucking dogs in the podcast or in the comments, man. Don't be coming through here with some bullshit. Don't be coming through here with your negativity. If you have criticism, it's fine. I'm down to listen to it. I'm always open to have a convo. With anyone that doesn't agree with what I'm doing or doesn't agree with what I'm saying or doesn't agree with my opinion, I'm always down to have a convo. If it's not about religion or politics, I'm always down to have a convo. If you want to talk religion or politics, out of my face. But anything else, I'm always down to have a convo. So if you don't like my opinion, we could talk about it. Doesn't mean I'm going to change my opinion. Doesn't mean I'm going to change your mind.
Right.
It just means we can have a conversation, maybe see where each other are coming from, maybe come onto some better ground, and we can move forward. You know what I mean? Like, that's the end. It's really no deeper than that. So my guy, the fact that you're coming in here and getting killed, it's all valid. I don't feel bad about it. I don't feel like a bully because you put yourself in this position. You came into my show. You came in here and let these fools want to eat you alive and want me to eat you alive and want Dow to eat you alive. You put your foot in the shark tank, dog. Don't do dumb shit and you won't get roasted. That's where I have to leave it. And that's the end of the YouTube comments for this podcast. What do you think, Dow? You have anything more? Oh, JJ, you got you got a story, right?
Yeah.
Perfect, dog. We got exactly like 10 minutes left. So if it's less than that, which I'm sure it is,
right,
we'll be
for
great,
sure.
man.
Okay, so as you guys know, earlier, Dallas brought up, I don't know what podcast it was, but he brought up that Samsung is supposed to be releasing the first foldable phone. So as you guys know, usually...
bring the mic up a little bit, sorry.
Usually people get the...
There you go.
Are able to get the phone early, just kind of test it out.
Testers,
and kind of like
whatever.
Use it as kind of like an influence. Because I
Is
know
this called the
Casey
Samsung Fold? That's the official name of
Galaxy
it? Okay.
Fold. Yeah.
Galaxy Fold, okay.
And like people like Casey Neistat were able to get it. But the thing was, so actually before I begin, the Samsung Fold is supposed to come out on April 26th and it's supposed to be $1,980.
Yep, $2,000
Which is on-
almost.
So that's
okay.
considering that the phone folds, I feel like it's not too bad because how much is like the top of the line iPhone?
Top of the line iPhone XS Max,
256 gigs.
1100-ish.
Oh, really? Okay.
11,
so
1200.
maybe this
more than
is
that, 256
maybe
gigs?
this,
256 is higher.
It's about 1400 or something.
Yeah, the one
10S Max
Okay,
256 gig is probably about $1,500.
Either way,
$1,499.
either way, this is still more. This is probably
It is the most expensive. It is.
like
It is.
average phone. But the thing is that ironically enough, as you guys know, Androids have many problems. So they have been everyone who has been using them so far in the first 2 days, they have been fucking up.
What's been going on?
The thing is that apparently the hinge or the screen that's attached. So with this phone, you have your normal screen, but they also have kind of a cover like
a screen protector?
tempered glass type of
Screen
thing.
protector?
Yeah,
Okay.
to protect the screen because the screen folds. So
Right.
it's if it folds on itself, you might crack it. Various different things. It's also supposed to help prevent scratching. But the thing is that apparently it sounds like it's slowly coming off and it's becoming a bulge apparently that's sharply pressing against the screen enough to break it.
Weird.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, they're taking off this film that they're not supposed to take off?
So
Or how is that?
So
is this user error or Samsung issue?
We don't know yet.
Okay,
That's the
okay.
thing. Samsung does bring that up. They say if you take this off, you will have these issues, but they
Gotcha.
haven't been able to review these yet because these once they literally have gotten them, literally a day or so later, these been having issues.
So what it is, Samsung calls it a polymer layer. Okay. And it's not designed to be removed. So please, they put out a PSA saying, please don't try it if you get your hands on a fold. So there's something that this polymer layer does to make the screen work. You peel that layer up, screen fucks up.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's very important. And then what's happening is if you do remove the layer, and some people that haven't removed the layer, they're having one screen working fine because it divides when you fold it out into two screens, and one you're having this flashing,
gotcha.
really bricky screen.
Yep.
Almost like you've dropped it. You know, if you dropped it,
Yeah,
you
you
have like
drop
the
your shit too
LCD
hard
crack.
and-
It looks like that. So those are the two most common issues. So there's a layer of the screen that's literally coming off. The hinges are fucking up, and you're also having one side of the screen do the flashing, jittery, I dropped my phone like 80 times, and finally the last drop made my screen die.
But Samsung did put out that they promise to review every phone and figure out what the issue is. So I have a small feeling that the release date is going to be probably pushed out till summer. Well, I at least hope so, because considering that they did release a Note 3 that was exploding at one point.
So you think they're gonna start recalling now?
Not the Note 3, the Note 7.
Oh shit.
Note 7.
Wow,
Yep.
I was real off.
And
Either way, they had an exploding phone at one point. So I hope they'll
And that was a battery issue, so they had a second party making their battery in the placement of the battery, so they had to obviously recall all the Note 7s. Dude, you were working for the company at that time, weren't you?
Yeah.
The worst time of our
Nightmare.
lives. Yeah,
Nightmare.
taking those back. So,
and as much as I already hate Android, even more of a nightmare.
Yeah.
Because I know I didn't sell any of those.
And the thing is that the biggest problem I have is that how did they? I hope these guys actually test out their phones before they put them out into society. What the hell happened? Like, how did this never come up? Like, was this rushed?
I'm sure it was a situation where they knew it was going to be an issue. They knew they were going to have issues with people taking it off, taking the protector off and stuff like that.
Well, it sounded like it's not even them. It might be like the phone itself is kind of fucking up. Because I even brought it up.
How is that not them? Who are you talking about them? Are you talking about the influencers?
The customer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the customers.
So, like you said, they have a phone, they have a trial. They're probably working fine. Then when they put them into mass production, you know what I mean? That it ends up being different. Who is this exclusive to? What company? Is it a Verizon exclusive, AT&T exclusive, T-Mobile exclusive? Is it just everyone?
Yeah, I haven't heard any exclusivity on it.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. That seems strange to me because every single time we get a new model of phone or a new, this is something new. We've never seen a folding screen.
Yeah, like the Pixel is
folding phones back in the day,
a Verizon exclusive, right, for a
right.
while. Then you had the Samsung Actives, which were AT&T exclusive.
Right.
Now everybody has them. But
so that you haven't heard any exclusivity on this?
Yep.
Interesting.
And I haven't heard that it's available or going to be available for T-Mobile, so we don't even know yet.
Very interesting.
At my company that I know of yet. So.
Here's my last question. All the nerds that listen to the cast, not even nerds in a bad way. Like some people are real techie. They know a lot of shit.
Everyone who knows their shit.
Why would you need this phone?
Yeah.
Why would anyone need this phone? Why do you need a phone that folds out into two screens? And you got two split screen. Why?
Yeah.
What is all that necessary
for? The whole idea
for?
is that we worked so hard to make these phones so small, and now they're getting so big. I think they're trying to shove as much of a computer as possible in there, because I know some people use their notes as kind of like a drawing device or kind of
a phone is a phone. If I need all that
design.
shit, I'll buy a tablet. There's plenty of tablets to do that. There's everything from the new iPad Pro with the dope pen for artists to a Microsoft Surface that does all the Windows programs and the Excel and everything else you need there. Why do you need all this on a bigger phone that folds out and has more risk of being broken and is super delicate? What is the point here?
And at that price point.
Do you see this being a Fold 2, a Fold 3, and this goes on like the Note series? Do you think this would be... I feel like it's a one and done.
I think it might fall off.
One and done.
For sure.
One and done.
I do
Who's using this?
So here's what I like about the concept.
Yourself.
I like Samsung. If I wasn't with Apple, I probably would have a Samsung because obviously
I have a Samsung TV. Great.
Apple wouldn't
Works
exist.
great.
But I love Samsung innovation. I love them for always doing things 2, 3, even 4 years before Apple does it.
Man.
They are the pioneers
Super
within
ahead,
the phones and some of their TVs. So I like them pushing the envelope. I like that competitive strategy there. But does this appeal? Man, I feel like this can't even be a percent of people that this can apply to. One, because of the price point. Two, because of the size. And I'll tell you, there's a stat, and I don't know how much this has changed in the last couple of years, but a couple of years back I read a stat that like literally, I think it was like more than 65% of people don't even use 30% of what their phone can actually do.
Right.
So something like this comes out, then it's over the top,
No
dog.
doubt. That's exactly how I feel.
We stick to what's comfortable, you know? Like I bought that Apple Pencil. I used it twice to color.
Right.
Dog.
Right.
Come on.
It was just to have it.
You know, it was.
You just felt like you needed it. Felt like you want to have it.
I just wanted the techie stuff, man,
Right.
to have, and I thought I needed it because Apple does a great job of that too
Right.
as well.
But
I think for people that want this tablet, get yourself a pair of AirPods.
That want
Call
this
it a
phone,
day.
you mean, yeah.
Yeah, or that want this phone,
Yeah.
this phone tablet. Get yourself an AirPod. You'll be fine.
Right.
That's all you
All
need.
the artists here use iPads, and they draw their tattoos out on them, and dude, and they use them daily.
Yeah.
And it's a perfect use. I'm like you. If I bought this Apple Pencil, I don't know. I can barely write my name legibly.
Yeah.
I don't know how to draw.
Yeah.
I don't know how to, I'm coloring outside the lines. I'm not a designer. I hit up Scruff God. You know what I mean? Like I don't.
You know what I used it for though?
What?
Taking notes on the Grammys.
You really were taking notes. Babe, I'm taking
I
notes
was.
down here.
Hell yeah!
I was. Ask
That's
her.
tight.
Yeah. So
That's
anyways,
super tight.
Cool, man.
Dope. I guess we can close on that, man. I think it's going to be a good weekend. 420. Happy 420 to all the weed smokers out there. Have fun this weekend. Edibles, smoking weed, whatever you guys do. If you're in a state to do it legally, if you're in a state that's not legal, have fun too. Whatever you
Stay safe.
You know? Yeah, just be safe, man. I want you guys to come back here and hear the cast again on Tuesday.
Happy Easter to friends and family.
Exactly. That was my next point. Happy
I still
Easter
get
as well.
I still get an Easter basket from my mom.
No, you don't.
I do.
Take that L on the way
Why would I
out.
take the L on that?
Because I'm jealous.
She literally strategically, dude. You know how weird this is? So I'm 36. She literally strategically places coins still in the eggs, but she puts the M&Ms inside there as well. And I told her every year, I'm like,
You got to throw the M&Ms away. Who's eating M&Ms?
I can't eat the M&Ms that have touched all the coins.
Yeah, who's doing that?
She continues to do it because she loves to do it. She just loves to give me.
She loves to waste the M&Ms.
And it ends up being, dude. It ends up being like $15, like in coins and cash. And then she throws like some deodorant that I use in there, a couple
That's
scratchers,
tight. That's tight.
and a couple of my favorite candy bars because you got to get the Reese's treats because they have more peanut butter. So you got to get the Easter bunnies, you got to get the Christmas trees and the holiday. So she does that, and she usually gives Robin one as well. That's I look forward to it, man. Enjoy your family.
Nice.
Enjoy the time. If you go to the Rockies game, have fun, man.
Oh, did
JJ, if you hang out with your family, enjoy it, man.
I will.
Happy Easter, dog.
I'm going to be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. Last thing I want to let you guys know, be on the lookout for the, man, if you're not following at Most Underrated Podcast on IG, JJ is killing the story. Every day, new info, sneaker info, release dates, release calendar shit. Shoe Surgeon is doing a Easter egg hunt for these special, like, Jordan 1s and dunks, like off-white Jordan 1s, and then there's like a pair of dunks that he designed.
That's sick.
So keep locked. The details on that, we'll put it up on the story as soon as he researches that, but that's what I'm going to be on the lookout this weekend.
Nice.
Sneaker,
Speaking of
Shoe
the
Surgeon.
story, I just
Keep
found
saying
a
sneaker
photo
surgeon.
of the inside of the cathedral that burned
I saw it on Nightly News the other
Yeah.
night. Yeah,
That's insane.
It's ghostly.
Wild
It's
shit.
ghostly. Yeah, it's very sad.
Wild
But
shit.
there's a lot of people already investing. A lot of wealthy people that have already agreed to donate money,
Last
that kind of
time I
stuff.
checked,
So
it was
should be a good spot.
730 million or something like that.
Is that-
Yeah,
so,
crazy.
yeah.
Crazy stuff, man. Happy Easter to everybody. Hopefully
Bet.
you guys have a good weekend. And as always, man, we will see you fools Tuesday.